Yeah, there it is.
We did it.
I think. Mason, Mason, Mason.
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
20 seconds in, no introduction.
Wow, wow, wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off Center Podcast. Fashionably late, but that's how we like it. You're home for perfect hobby talk. I got there. It's my birthday, so you're welcome. How about that?
Claps for
This is my
Mason
gift.
for birthday.
My
What's
gift for
this?
y'all.
Pinchers?
No, it's just like
Radar is on assignment. He is gone. Doing. I don't even know what he's doing. What is he doing? Do we know what he's doing?
Who knows?
radar things.
But
Sitting by the pool.
Space is here. Threat is here. I'm here, and we out here. You're all here, so that's
Birthday stream, baby. Happy birthday, Mace.
Oh,
Another
boy.
year.
I should move you guys now that we got this set up.
So y'all know how we do. If you got
No, we
anything you want
don't.
to talk about, put it in the chat. We see it all. We can highlight it.
We have nothing tonight. Let's be so real.
We can see. Look. I get a pass because it's my birthday. Thank you. Like,
There you go. This is such a great excuse. I love this.
so
Actually.
yeah. So we're in here. We do have some little stuff we can talk about. Just try to wet our whistles if we want to.
Wet them.
Wet 'em.
Wet mine with some A&W Ruby. I'm going to see how many
Look at
product
Ruby.
placements I can do.
Yeah.
I'm sure
So
somebody
there's
does.
some auction that happened. I don't know. Was it a big deal? Like, do we need to talk about it or?
Did you have fun yesterday, Squeaks? Did you bid on anything?
I did. I didn't win anything, though. I'm broke.
That is the furthest thing from the truth.
Compared to, I mean, the price that things were. That's how you know.
Bro, that auction was crazy, dude. Let me tell you. Hold on. I got it.
Tell us, dude.
Yeah, there was a lot that happened in that auction.
There
Okay,
were
I read. I
multiple
want to be clear.
locations.
I just read Jackson's message. Oh, why is Turkey laughing? I read his message in the like Game of Thrones style, like king of the hobby, owner of multiple locations and houses, first of his name. You know, like that whole like.
Mason Berry, first of his name, leader of cards in the mall. Let's go.
Heir to the Roca sorter. Yeah.
Hey, not bad.
He
I'll
would
take
take
that.
it.
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Gift.
good. That's
I'll
good.
take that gift.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I like
that
to
auction was crazy though. It was
do
crazy.
something?
There was crazy stuff
Squeaks, take it
in
away.
TCG and video games. Which first of all, wild. Oh, Barks root beer. Crabby. Okay, sorry.
A&W, bro.
He's
A&W
anyway,
always,
it's
bro.
crazy that Heritage ran both of those overlapping. So I assume they did it because the TCG one they knew was going to run long because both sessions ran on day one. So they did session one. There was supposed to be a little break, then session two.
Really?
Except session one ran way longer than they expected. It was like 45 minutes over. So they only took like a 5-minute, 5-minute break and went into session two. And so an hour after the TCG one started, the first session, video games then started like immediately after. And
That's
so
weird.
that felt odd to me because it feels like there's a massive overlap with like the people that would buy into a TCG manga auction and the people that would buy into a video game auction. So I had to like dual monitor, you know, which was fun for me. But while I had on my third monitor Elmo because my son Roman wanted to
I was
hang out
wondering
with Pop,
why there was
right?
Elmo on our like recently played. I was like, what's happening?
Oh yeah, exactly. Yes, that is why.
It's like, what has
because-
Mason been doing on here?
Yeah, was I still under the OCP?
Yeah, you were.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah. Well, hey, that's better than whatever crap you were watching that we were getting recommended before that. So
Dang.
Wow.
yeah, like card
Shots
content.
fired,
Loser.
bro.
Anyways,
Jesus. Just trying to support fellow content creators out there, bro. My Ford.
Anyways, so it was weird. It was weird that they overlapped them. I can't imagine that yields the best results for either auction, but both auctions still did great. So what do I know? But yeah, they were crazy. Did anyone out there actually watch the auctions, or am I the only one that cares about
I
that?
think you're the only one that watched it, honestly, because I was at work. I was dealing with Perfect Order, friend. It was.
Oh yeah, you both had a
release
Perfect
night.
Order release weekend. I mean, technically, so did I.
Technically, so did you.
Yeah, my perfect order release weekend was messaging Nick and asking if he's
Also,
buying
yeah,
perfect
exactly.
order.
It's like, hey, how much are you
Like,
paying for
first of all,
perfect
favor.
order? That's your entire.
I literally
release
said, I
weekend.
said, do I need to list mine up on
List it,
Walmart
baby.
or are you buying it? That's what I said.
How low do you want to go? How little
Yeah.
do you want to take, dude?
Pokenomics Jake asks if he could get a shout out. His channel needs it. Shout out to
Oh, he is in
Pokenomics
dire
Jake.
need of subscribers over there.
I
on
don't.
his- on the
Do
Pokenomics
you still make
channel.
content, Pokenomics Jake?
He won't even return my phone calls. It's hilarious.
Me and Jake talked for 3 hours last night. I don't want to
my
hear shit about.
Listen,
I'm saying
Jacob,
I'm
listen.
inaccessible.
I am one of the lucky ones that gets close to unlimited access to Mason. It's awesome. Like, what? You pick up my phone calls?
Yeah. And like a third of the phone calls I make to you, you answer. So it works out.
I answer every time you call because it's so infrequent that I get worried.
Okay. All right. Let's pull up Heritage, Mason. Oh, and by the way, we're taking Q&A. So if y'all have questions, do exactly what Krabby Cards did. That was nice, Krabby. You're really on it. Do exactly what Krabby did there and post some kind of a big emoji with question. And then we'll grab your questions. Maybe we'll answer one while Mason pulls up Heritage, which Krabby says, is it just me, or does it feel like CGC is slowly closing the gap on PSA, especially with TCG Modern? Just you. Next question.
Oh, wait. Is it just me or does it feel slowly closing the gap? Oh my God. That's so
the mood I'm in. All right.
He's saucy tonight. He was in a great mood when we started, and then you give him CGC versus PSA this early, and you're just like, God dang.
I'm going to Heritage Auction, and it's giving me an error code. So
hey, Squeaks, can you maybe pull up your previous tabs and see?
I mean, I'm going to the it's not like I'm not going to the website.
Oh, is Heritage down?
I'm literally going to the website, and it's giving me an error code.
Spend all
well, I saw that $1 million. It went the Illustrator, and I went for $1 million. I saw that.
Yeah, hold on. We can go to past auctions. Hold on, we can find it.
When will vintage Disney take over Pokemon for thrifting? Jake, I'm so sorry, but it's gonna be a while, buddy. It's gonna be a while.
How do you find past auctions on Heritage?
Is it the video game?
Isn't this
your
video game's one, and then the view past closed auctions. There's two. So there's the trading cards and manga signature auction. And then there's the video game signature. We can start with the TCG one. I have a link. Do you need the link still, or you got it?
I got it.
He's got it.
But we're getting there.
Monthly graded numbers are getting interesting.
Whoa! Oh, not signed in. Can't see the prices. Sign in off screen.
He doesn't. Do you have a Heritage account?
I don't have a Heritage account. I didn't know how to do this. I didn't do this before.
Okay, I got it.
I can't afford anything on Heritage. Why would I have an account? Like, that doesn't.
Oh my God, dude. Goofy is the GOAT. Listen.
We're logged in.
We're logged in.
All right, how do we want to sort?
By the ability for you to talk about it.
Oh, so all the options are available.
So all manga is where we're going.
All options are on the table. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to see you guys while I'm doing this.
It's okay. We'll still be here. I promise.
Wait, if I pick screen,
I'm trying, Krabby, but I can't get through these.
I can just pick that. Nice.
If you're not going as deep as possible into debt during this boom, are you fully optimizing your business now?
True. No, do we want to give a real answer to Krabby's question about CGC and PSA? No. Next question.
Sorry, I'm reading the questions. I'm trying to read.
Krabby, can you elaborate? Why do you feel
what makes you feel
that CGC is gaining ground? I have not personally felt that. I feel like the gap is the widest it has ever been between PSA and anything else, especially after buying Beckett. And then rebranding a lot of video games to PSA video games. It feels like all roads are leading right to PSA. So I've not felt that way. I would love to hear why you feel that way. Here, let's zoom in so we can see some
Listen,
juice.
I was on PK's stream tonight, and he had a
Why?
CGC 10 first edition Shining Raichu, and it went for like $2,000. And that felt like very low for a
The
first
CG pristine
edition.
or
No,
regular?
regular 10. I was like, wait a minute, should I have just snapped that? Wait a second, hold on, what just happened here? So the price gaps feel weird, feel sad, but
Okay.
like
Well,
yeah.
while we wait, okay, I've got it up. We can go through that here in a second. Let's grab a real quick one more question. Jake is trolling, so I'll find one of his.
Listen, Jake's in a funny mood tonight. I like it. Listen.
Yeah. Okay, Jake, question. When will vintage Disney take over Pokemon for Thrifty?
It's not.
Thrifty, this is
I
you.
literally just said never. It's. I was already
You
taking
don't
as
think it
many
will?
questions. Listen, no.
Do
It's
you
not a
think, okay, let
card.
me ask you this, because there's
It's not
been
a
a lot of
card
talk about
thing.
this lately in the manga anime world about
Mhm.
cells and whether anime cells are going to start taking off, because we've seen manga scripts are now starting to take off.
Yeah.
Zashi, which are like the Shonen Jump books, the big ones.
Yeah.
And then there's tanks, which are tankobons or whatever they're called, which are like the little mangas that people read, like where they put all the chapters of like, like 8 One Piece chapters together
Okay.
in a book,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Sure.
Those are starting to take off, and then scripts like the voice actor scripts, all that stuff starting to take off. But it seems like cells in particular, like the animation cells, have not really started to run hard like everything else has. Like even some of the highest performing ones last night were in the like low 5-digit range, like 10,000 to 13,000. Whereas like some of the highest scripts last night were like 40, 50,000, which we'll look at. Some of the
What?
highest tanks were like
What?
20,000. Yeah, and some of the highest Zashi, the Shonen Jumps, were 40, 50,000. So we didn't, or 40, it was 42 and 45 for One Piece and Dragon Ball. But we didn't really see any cells do that. Now, granted, I don't think we saw the biggest cells ever, but we saw Majin Vegeta last night. We saw a few Gokus, etc. So it is interesting in that regard, but I want to tie it back to Disney. Disney has a ton of cells out there, tons of them. And
Yeah,
Disney, the
well,
company, spends
they
hundreds of
make
millions of
them like
dollars.
for like collector pieces. Like they make like out of 5,000 stuff like
Yeah,
that.
which
And then
yeah,
like the
serious cells
original,
never
like
do as
the
well, like
original stuff,
serialized cells,
obviously.
because
Yeah.
they're not the authentic original one.
Yeah.
But Disney spends like hundreds of millions like to preserve cells. Like
Sure.
they've got like a whole vault, and they spend like money
Their
on like,
archives are probably freaking
yeah,
insane,
exactly.
dude.
But there's some of that stuff out there. But we haven't really seen that stuff go parabolic either, right? We've seen some of the
Probably
Miyazaki
access,
cells. Huh?
honestly. It's probably access. Like if you
That
can't
could
buy
be.
it, you can't realize a high price, right? Like
So my question to you was gonna be, will we? Like, do you think that is like still an up and coming category, or is it one of those things of like,
yeah.
we probably would have already seen it by now if it was
No,
going
I
to.
think like they probably just I don't know who has access to it. That's the problem. Like where did it go? Like did the artist get to keep any of it? Cuz like even now you can go up to what's his face? Peter Raimundo, the guy that did like a bunch of art for Lilo and Stitch and stuff like that. He does you can just pay him at a convention and do like stuff like commission work for you basically.
Sure, but that's not going to be a sell
No,
of
I'm
the
saying
actual
but like
shot of the movie of
what does
the.
he have in his archives though? Like
Oh,
that's
sure,
like
sure.
I'm just like there's people that have access to some of these and there's people like and rich people haven't been able to buy them yet, I think is like kind of the problem, really.
Yeah.
If
So
they're in
you
the
think the
hands of the
market hasn't
artist
taken
and
off because
Disney,
people just can't get it?
yeah, I think it's like a Bob Ross problem. It's like if the foundation owns them all, they can't realize high prices, right? Like
Which is fair.
but,
This has always been one of my biggest critiques of video games, is that video games, some of the rarest and best games that most people would want, you see sold like once every 3 years, and some of them we've never seen sold. And so it's just like that's
sure,
not going to establish a market, right?
right,
And in the and like there's no good entry point now, right? Because everything's transitioning to digital, and every console maker that in like a year there's not even going to be a customer acquisition funnel to create video games. And so like, will there always be desire for that really high end stuff? Yeah, the same way there probably would be for really high end Disney cells. but will there be for the
For
wholesale
card,
market?
like the thing is he's talking about cards. That's another thing. He's like ridiculous, and he's actually
Oh,
like,
Disney
talking about
card.
like
Well, that's
playing
boring.
cards and shit like that.
Nobody cares about that.
Get him, get him. It's just his favorite
Sorry.
thing to collect. Get
Oh, well,
wrecked,
that's
Jake.
fine. Somebody cares about it.
I'm
If you've
sorry.
got Disney cards to sell that you need to get out of your closet,
Oh my
Pokenomics
God,
Jake, head
dude.
on over to his channel.
Listen,
Click it, give it a
reach
like and
out
a
on
subscribe.
Instagram if you have anything to sell, really. Let's be
Yeah.
so honest.
So
I've
the
got our
last
chat pulled back for some questions later, but let's jump into the heritage to start. Do any of us want
What
to
you got,
cover
Mace?
magic? Oh, sorry, Mason.
nope, we're moving on. Apparently, We're good.
No, don't be like that, birthday boy. Not birthday bitch, birthday boy.
Whoa, I like it.
Disney's last hand-drawn cell animation was in 2011. So
For what movie?
it's some Winnie the Pooh bullshit. Who cares? But I don't know. I feel like we probably would have seen it by now if anybody like cared to have moved on those like Disney cells.
Mhm.
You know, most of the traditional movies, you know, from like the 80s, 90s, like, are we like, I feel like, yeah, the people that grew up with that would have liked them and made a move on those if that had any actual like market demand.
Bro, I've heard one of the people in my chat from eBay used to have a Balto cell, and I was like, a Balto cell. I loved Balto when I was a kid, so I was like, oh my God, I would lose my shit for that, dude.
Really?
But yeah, I love it. Oh, it's so good. It's one of my
What do
favorite
you
movies.
what do you think like a Simba being held up by what's his name, Rafiki, like on Pride
Yeah.
Rock cell would do? Like, what
Bro,
would that
so
would be
dumb.
crazy, right? That would go nuts.
Like, I don't know, but
I feel like still the iconic
anything
scenes of a
Lion
lot of those
King,
movies would
anything
be
like, I don't know. That's the problem. Is like
yeah, Timon
Disney
and Pumbaa and Simba
Princess.
walking on the
Yeah,
log
just
under the moonlight, like that would be a banger.
Yeah.
Like there, Oliver and Company, the dog
Oliver
up on
and
the
Company
cars
is so
singing.
good. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yes, that's a banger, dude.
that would slap. Yeah.
You kind of cooked on that little.
Thanks. Yeah,
Kinda
yeah. I
was
practiced it
nice.
in my spare time. So
Bro, the Goofy movie ones, holy shit! Good night, dude.
yeah,
Bro.
yeah. Okay. Cool. Cells.
Anyway,
So
sorry,
there you have
Jake.
it.
Get
That's
wrecked.
the stuff on the Disney cells.
Nobody cares about your stupid Disney cards. We
We'll
want
get back
cells.
to cells when we get to that point of the auction. But so we started off here, Magic like always. Let's just start with that. Should Heritage still be doing Magic to start the signature auctions, or should it be Pokemon?
It doesn't. I can't.
I
don't
was
care.
bored. And
don't
look, I get
care.
there's people like Magic, but I feel like they have infinitely more people showing up to these auctions for the Pokemon stuff.
How many
That like
Magic
making
cards
them
are in
sit through
here?
an hour of Magic, to me, I don't get it
This
personally.
this isn't fun for us, right? Like this isn't fun for for most people.
It's not fun for most people. And look at a lot of these sale prices, right? Like, you know, these are some of the most iconic cards in Magic.
But also, you don't
Power
want to
9,
start your
Dual
auction
Land.
with bangers and then like having like people
But
are late or
it's always
whatever.
the
Like,
same cards in Magic, right? It's always the same ones that we see. You're going to
Sure.
see a Lotus. You're going to see a set of Power 9. You're going to see some Dual Lands. They're going to be in various grades. They're all going to be in CGC slabs now
CGC slabs.
because nobody does Beckett anymore, it feels like.
Do they?
And
Lame.
a lot of them are going to hit, you know, mid 2000s, 3000s. I do think this one was pretty crazy.
What's that?
Pretty cool.
The Soul Stone. So this is
Mhm.
from the Spider-Man set that they had come out. Really rare chase hit. 46,000. The last I had ever heard these were selling for like 30,000, but this might be low. I don't really know. I'm not the best one to ask on it. Pristine 10 with centering being like 0.5
Mhm.
off of a black label. That's pretty
Bro,
crazy.
that 30th anniversary fucking Lotus price seems high. Is that weird?
It's
don't
tough,
know
man,
why.
because
It
I used
just
to
feels
think
high. I don't know.
like collector's edition Lotuses were high, and now look at those, right? So like I just have no
Also, what's the
semblance.
difference? Oh, this is the artist proof versus the actual one too. I don't know what the difference
Correct. So
is
this has
between
a
them.
white back, I believe. I
Okay.
guess we could look, but it won't pull up for you guys, but I can it does have a white back. So it's yeah, I don't know. I think they should put Pokemon first. I think putting Magic at this point, like I get it, it's out of respect for Magic. Magic came out first, but like people don't care, right?
Just put it at the end. Like nobody, like if no.
Yeah, I like Golden's system where they do lot numbers. Generally, like the higher the lot number, the better it is. So like some of their biggest stuff goes first. But yeah, I like this stuff. I like Magic, but I don't. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me to have to sit through an hour of Magic to get to the stuff people primarily want to see.
Or just like tell us what times each like category starts at if you're gonna like do
well, but they all run in order with a live auctioneer, so they don't know because if something gets slow rolled and all that. But like they even put Yu-Gi-Oh before it. You had to sit through Yu-Gi-Oh boxes.
That seems like that's miserable. I would have died.
Like, yeah. So you can't say it's by like origination date, right? Because Yu-Gi-Oh is after Pokemon, One Piece is after Pokemon, but yeah, it just to me it doesn't make a lot of sense. There were some decent sales here. The Alpha deck going for 93.7 I thought was a relatively strong sale. I know that there's been a few around 100,000, but for this just being like a random March auction, that seemed fine to me. We some first ed Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. It feels like we're always seeing first ed Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. Blue Eyes White Dragon boxes still have not recovered. I think these were going for like 50,000 during COVID, weren't they? Pretty sure they were pretty up there.
The hell?
But 32.5, it's okay. Can we talk about this?
Oh, would you have? Can you sell yours? Can you send that?
Yeah, right. Can I? I don't understand this.
Send them, dog.
You can go on eBay or TCG Player right now, and there's 10 plus of these for like $6,000. So like, I just don't. This one to me doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. Maybe the buyer just like, or there were like two people that just like don't know those platforms exist somehow. But yeah, the 11.2 like to me doesn't feel like a real sale. It'll be interesting. I guess we'll never know if this gets paid for or not.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, that to me like felt odd.
Ooh, a trophy.
But now we get to the good stuff. So let me
oh, I didn't know the Illustrator one for 1.4. That's
that's obviously one of the biggest sales here, right? This is a record for 9s. Now, when Logan Paul did his trade for the 10, he gave a 9 Illustrator, and I think in that trade they had valued it at 1 million with the, and then it was like 4 million cash or something like that. So this is breaking that. Now, what I would say is, in that amount of time, the Illustrator in a 10 over tripled. This Illustrator gained 40%. So how much of that, was the 10 premium on it, like the marketing and all of that? The 1.4 still seems pretty good to me. For what it is, I would wonder how close the 10 condition one is to this one in a 9, because we know that one in a 10 has been under a lot of scrutiny. Yeah. So this one to me is like pretty interesting at 1.4. What was that question you just pulled up there, Mason?
It was a meme.
Oh, okay, nice meme. But yeah, this was one of the biggest sales of the auction. It's the biggest sale by dollar number. I don't think it was the biggest sale by like, oh my god, though. Like, I think a lot of people expected this card to be high. I don't know. It's cool. Like, that's how I feel about it. I'm not a big Illustrator guy, personally.
I mean,
no,
it's just something that's out of reach, and I don't think about it much.
Mason, can we throw a poll up and ask people if they thought this was going to go higher or lower than this? And we'll just assume if you thought it was going to go for this, you can just say lower.
Let's see that jacket. Wait, should Radar send his entire Pokemon clothing collection to Heritage now?
Oh, sorry. I just saw Jackson's question. That is funny. Do we think the chairs at Heritage auctions are comfortable enough to sit in for hours during the auction? Do we think a wealthy bidder would need to stretch their legs? So I actually want to talk about this. I bet they're not that comfortable. And what I would want to see is, did anyone here watch Squid Game?
Yes.
When they have the betting, like the meme people that like bet on the Squid Games up in that room, those like sofa, like those nice leather sofas they're sitting on. That's what they should have in the Heritage room for people bidding. Yeah. And it should be a room like that where there's people bringing them like hors d'oeuvres and drinks and like, yeah. But I don't know. We can ask Zach Gemmint because he was there. I saw on his story that he had posted live from the room where you can bid on it. He was at the event. So we can ask him.
Listen, I can text him right now and find out.
Text him right now. Get us on the chairs. Scoop. How comfy were the chairs in
Someone's
the
asking how comfy the chairs were.
Yes. If you can get us that,
I'll try.
While we're live, that's some
try.
good quality journalism right there.
Journalism right there, baby. All right,
Yes.
let's try it.
Yep.
All
What
right,
kind
I'll
of
see.
connections we have here?
That's
Yeah.
connections we have. How comfy are those seats, baby?
It doesn't even phase him either. He just straight faced it.
Yeah, exactly.
What's this?
All right.
What's this trophy for? What's this guy?
All right, Korokoro Comic, Clay Master Diorama Photo Contest. So this is 1998. They apparently gave away 5 different trophies, if I remember correctly. Here, let me pull it up. You guys again won't see it, but I'll see it. And I'll tell you, yeah, there were 5 different ones: Pikachu, Coughing, Mew, Clefairy, Jigglypuff. And dude, they had something about coughing early in the days. These were made by Clay Master Products, I guess. You had to make, you bought a product and you made a thing, and it was like a contest, and you took a photo of like the little clay sculpture you made and got a contest, and then they sent the winners trophies. That's kind of neat. Yeah. And this was one of the trophies from it. It's an official trophy, 42.5. This is kind of a neat display piece.
It's cool. And it's
but
unique.
42.5.
It's a one-up.
Cool?
Like,
well, I assume they made one of each of the trophies for each.
For a one-of trophy, I think that's,
unless each of those 5. Okay, so there were 5 molds that you could make your thing out of and take a picture. Maybe everyone was just given a Pikachu trophy that won. Various awards were given out, from piggy banks and plushies to suitcases and even Ash's bicycle. Okay, now that would go.
That's
hard.
fire, actually.
Which is weird though, because it's actually Misty's bike. And Ash like stole it, so they should get heritage. You can hire me. But anyways, a special prize was given out as a unique award. A stun. Oh, so this is a 1-of-1. This is the trophy they gave out. Okay, that's cooler that it's the trophy that was.
It reminds me of one of the old piggy banks from back in the day. Is that weird? You know,
you could probably drill a hole in his head and fill him with quarters.
Yeah, probably. Really expensive freaking piggy bank, dude.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mason, they said, what is this poll? Oh, okay, I see it now.
Y'all figure it out. Like, I'm trying to listen to Squeaks dissertate me and write questions and run the question, pull up the chat and all this shit with a cat climbing all over me. What do you want me to do?
It's his birthday, and you guys are just.
It doesn't matter.
Him.
The polls doesn't mean anything. It doesn't matter.
Mason's having
literally
having a day.
Vote however the fuck you want.
Little bit says, I want to vote. Where's my vote?
Little bit says, can I vote yes for calm down? It's okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Oh.
We should have maybe not gone live.
It's so funny, dude. Okay. Anyways, we got a jacket that I think Mason would look very stylish in. This is a Pokemon the first movie crew.
Would you wear it? Yeah.
What size is that? How big? What size is that?
Size, yeah.
This was a
large or extra large? I don't know.
Medium.
Oof.
Oh, no way. I can't.
Sorry.
You wouldn't wear medium?
I can't.
You could.
You could. It's crazy.
Take it
easy,
pounds.
You could.
You could lose 30 pounds too. You could lose 30 pounds. Like, what the hell is happening?
Spend $3,500 and give yourself some fucking incentive, Mason.
Oh my god.
We're off the rails, dude. I don't know how to say what.
Squeak saying, you can be a medium if you want to.
Brother.
Listen.
I could be.
Hey, hold on.
Oh my
Listen,
god.
We know you're a small, so let's just relax over there.
We can what is that? What am I even looking at there? Oh, it's
Oh no, sorry, I was just hovering. I was laughing. Okay. Dark Mason's coming out early. I know.
I know. It's tough, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry,
okay, let's pull it back. Let's bring it back. So we had another Mewtwo come up. This is number 2 in a 9, 131. Pretty strong sale. I think it's fine. I'm sure somebody in the comments can tell us why it's not. Then we have these are the phone promos.
Card? Like, is that what?
Yeah, these are the phone cards. These are not this is like the really rare one or whatever that doesn't have like the big phone thing on the it's the full card. Then these are the less rare ones that have it's still the full card, but it has like the big Pocket Monsters card game thing on the bottom.
Oh, okay. I thought we
But
missed
this
that.
was a 10 set. Pretty interesting. I think these are only cool to me because these arts were in the trading card game, like the Game Boy game, but were never actually released like in the physical cards. I think that's like super crazy that they released
Well,
these as
isn't the
phone cards, but no.
Moltres one the Blaine? Isn't that Team Rocket's Moltres art? That is, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
I don't think this card is released in.
Blaine's not Blaine's Moltres, it's Rocket's Moltres.
No, I don't think so. Thrift. Pretty sure they were exclusive arts.
I'm gonna check it. Hold on. Yeah, that. There it is.
Yeah, but the background's not the same, is it?
I mean, it's hollow versus non-hollow.
Oh, I guess that's true. Okay, look at you. You win. Mason, you're not clapping. We're clapping.
Vintage.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why? I'm just stop.
Because you beat me. That's good. We gotta relish in that.
Listen,
right.
Yeah, I won one time. Let's go.
Okay. Tropical Mega
Yes.
Battle Metal Yawn. Didn't we just see this? This is what I was going to ask you guys. Didn't we just see this deck up for sale?
Feels like it, yeah.
I don't remember what the last one went for, though, is the problem. But
Okay, well, I'm going to find out for you guys.
I know it
hold
went
on.
for like between 150 and 200, maybe.
Tropical
but-
Mega Battle, past sold items. Let's look. So there was an English deck on December 13th of 2025 that sold for $275. There was the Italian deck, this one that just sold for $206. There was a French deck on December 13th, 2025 that sold for $175. So Italians beating the French. Everyone. So just putting that out there.
I would go French, I think, over Italian.
Yeah, and those were the last that was the last one. So the last one was French, this one's Italian.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Yeah.
En français, baby.
So I don't have much else to say about that deck other than just like it's interesting now that we've seen an English, a French, and an Italian come up in a span of like 4 months.
I feel like English is undervalued based on these two prices.
Yeah, because the English one went for $275. Now to be fair, the English one, I don't believe the grades were as good as what these ones were.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like they were still pretty decent. You know, and I think it's like the Tropical Breeze is like the biggest one. So this one had an 8, the other had an 8. But yeah, I would think the English one should be worth a lot more.
The Arita Sign Creature deck is what I'm looking at right now. This is what I'm like getting like.
Higher than I thought, higher than you thought.
I'm not even watching the polls. I can't. I won't.
I just read it. That's funny. That is funny. Come on, that's good.
The 2024 trophies are kind of boring, huh? Compared to the earlier stuff.
Can you get promoted to making polls over Mason?
Chad, this is a roast Mason birthday stream. He's not in, but we are. So give Thrifty and I some ammo. These trophies I'm not as big on because there's extras, and so like who knows how many of these are actually made.
Nick ran these on stream one time, and they not this exact thing, but like the glass like trophies that he had,
like
and
the city ones.
I think so. Like it was. Okay. I don't remember exactly what it did, but it was.
Are they little like oval shaped?
No, it was like a piece of plexiglass.
Like glass, like the round ones?
Yeah,
okay, so he probably had the regional, at least a regional one.
He auctioned those on an eBay live stream. Nobody knew what the frick it was. And it went for like $250 or some shit.
No.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Oh, Nicholas.
I'm pretty sure this happened like recent, like in the last 6 months.
That's the most old school thing.
That's like, rough.
Or maybe it was Waller's. Maybe it was Wally's stream. I think might have been actual.
Oh man,
my
that's
God,
rough.
It was so ridiculous though.
All right, what do you guys put on
That's
this?
fire.
This okay, so it's an open creatures deck.
Oh, it's an okay. Did they pre-grade everything? Like
that was my first thoughts. Like okay, so you could have easily pre-graded this stuff. Open box. Signed by Arita,
signed, sketched. Good Chari sketch.
It is a good Chari sketch. It is creative that they had the box signed. I don't know what a regular creatures deck goes for to know if this is even a good
think
price.
They're like 60,000.
Okay.
Like that.
So
but also that was like back maybe a year ago. So it might
Here, I can see what the last one sold for. Creatures.
Double up.
Also that Charizard like could be stupid right now.
Okay, so a sealed one sold in 2025 of September 20th for 200,000.
What the fuck?
So
Okay.
this did
Okay,
not
no,
live up
no.
to the hype.
They used to be like 60 bands. Oh my god, dude, kill me.
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't find another one, so I think the only other one on Heritage was the 200,000 one.
God bless.
Finalist trophies. We're seeing a lot of trophies come out. It's kind
Yeah.
of interesting that the fourth place, I assume, is this like one of those weird, like the fourth place? I know that this is the new international logo versus the old one, but is this like one of those weird things where there's less fourth place trophies than there are third place trophies for some odd reason? I don't think so. I know that's like how the old half art Pika trophies are. But I would assume there's just as many. I just don't know why this went for 4K and the others went for 3. That's unless people just like that it's like bronze.
Fourth place
versus finalist.
4K.
I would rather a finalist.
Okay. What's this pretty thing with the plaque?
This is a victory symbol card. I think this is from like, is this like the Philippines or Indonesia or something?
Like
I know it's one of the foreign
modern victory medal or something. Like,
yeah, isn't there? Or is this one of the Japanese ones? I know that there's a ton of these that come out of like Indonesia and places. Let's find out. This might be a Japanese one.
Huh.
Yeah, this is a Japanese one, so it's worth more. But there's a bunch of like Korean ones and stuff of these that come out that are really cool too. That have plaques.
$13,000 for something that came out last year. Cool.
Bruh, but it's
cool. I did not. It was.
Oh, that wasn't. There
was no commentary. It was just. It was just like yeah.
Well, it sounded a little loaded. It's hard to know right now, but
little sarcasm. Okay, stop.
What do you think about the trophy?
Okay, this is okay. Another
first at Chari, 550.
That's
they
great.
Keep going.
It's great.
They keep going.
God bless.
Now none have hit the 980 or whatever that the Logan Paul one did.
No, because it's not gonna do like somebody.
Do you
went
think these are
overboard
gonna keep
Logan
running,
Paul's, like,
or are they gonna dive for a while? Like do you remember when they hit 200K or something, 250, and then they dove off for a while? They like slept for a bit, 3 years, and then
3 years for a bit, 3 years.
They're 550 or whatever. This is pretty wild to me. Mason, would you trade one of your stores for this?
The one he's closing? Yes.
Can I choose which one?
No, it's a coin flip.
Oh shit! I like this actually, low key.
You have to flip for it.
No.
Heads, Middletown, tails.
No, okay, but if you got to pick, you would.
Sure, I would. Like, yeah. That's just a net.
All right, he's in.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, what about for this? What about for this trophy plaque that came out 1 year ago?
What's the difference between this now? Oh my god, this is so.
This is huge. This is a huge gap. I mean, this didn't even hit 6 digits. And I remember back, it was probably OCP episode 8, maybe something. It was like earlier on. Where
this went over 100 something, didn't it?
Yeah, we had discussed like how big the gap would be, and we had said 3 times that we thought the gap would be 3 to 4 times. I think is what we said.
Yeah, Krabby, how do you feel about this one, Krabby? How do you feel about this one?
Yeah, Krabby. Let me know how CGC.
How's the gap clearing on this?
Yeah. Is the CG? I was wondering like why are we asking Krabby? But I get it now. Is the CGC gap closing? Yeah. This.
Yes, we would. I would flip a coin. He's flipping, dude. He's ready to flip right now, bro.
Jake's, and since you're 50-50, Jake is flipping you a coin on who gets to decide whether you flip a coin. So
I choose Jake gets to flip.
So you have 25% chance of Jake just flipping your store away. Oh man, okay. But no, this is crazy though, because this is over now. This is over a 5x gap. It's what 7x gap.
Jake, why didn't you buy the CGC 10?
You guys again won't see it, but I'm gonna pull it up and tell you how clean I think it is.
How clean?
Let's just start. Let me go to the back.
Crossover.
Can we talk about the shaved cat that is in Mason's arms right now?
My wife shaved the cat.
Bro,
it's the worst.
I think it's a 9. I think the CG one's a 9. Like it's PSA 9.
What's the 10? What's the PSA 10 look like?
What's a 9 worth?
Pretty much. You guys want me to pull up the 10 now? The
Yeah.
viewers can't see.
I'm sorry, I thought we were having a conversation.
I'm
It's
just
okay, I'll tell
asking
you real
your
quick.
opinion really quickly. Like, just look at
It's
the
about
card.
as good as you're gonna see on a 10. I think it's like my answer. Like there's like little tiny white specks on the corners, but like almost all of them have that. I think overall it's there's like a weird little edge thing on the front, but it's also like super blown up. There's also a thing on the bottom right corner that's like it's hard to know if that's on the case or not. If I was gonna spend 550,000 on a card, I would have been at Heritage in the room so I could go look at it. Right? Like if you're gonna go spend that, like you can spend $1,000 on a flight and go spend a Saturday afternoon or Friday afternoon or whatever and look at it. So that's what I would have done. But yeah, I mean, look, 10s are all over the place. I will still forever stand on the hill that one that Wolfie sold on Sotheby's with the diamond was the greatest looking one I've ever seen. And I still to this day regret not bidding on that. I wasn't logged in because I was like, there's no way this is gonna go low. Tom Brady's sitting in the fucking room, right? And so like all the rich people, want to impress.
You just like when Tom Brady's there, you won't bid on anything. That's
and then it literally wasn't getting any bids. And I'm like, oh my God, I gotta log in, and couldn't get logged in time. And it sold. And I was like, I can't believe that just sold. Like, congrats to him. He still made a crazy amount of money, life-changing amount of money. It's like 175, I think. But I literally was just like, wow. That, like, whoever bought that was once in a lifetime. Because it was in a CGC slab, but it was pristine 10. But it's also like one of the few that I've seen in a CGC slab that I think would cross to a PSA 10 that I also think could cross to a BGS 10, which there's far fewer of. That I easily would have paid 175 for that right after that auction to whoever won it. I'd pay you 400 for it right now. So I don't know if anyone out there really wants to sell it.
Squeaks is not messing around right now. He says he's broke, and then he's like, "I'll give you 400 though."
But this one was 550. That's 150K margin. That's pretty good. Okay. Anyways, I didn't say I wouldn't need a little bit to pull it together.
Doesn't mean
I gotta sell this airplane behind me.
Okay.
What? You guys ever seen this?
Is that the ANA airplane thing?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. And it lights up too. Watch. Hold on.
It lights up.
Yeah. These little.
Oh wow, that's cool.
I should have bought those on Bayou back in the day, Rom.
It makes noise too. It's super cool. The wheels fold up on it, so you can like have it take off and stuff. And, like the front wheels fold up. Yeah, dude, it's super cool. Roman always tries to take it off my desk and play with it. Plane.
No, nobody. Yeah. Respectfully, not this plane, dog.
Well, and what's crazy is he says Pikachu, who he knows now. He also knows Oshawott. And so he's been Oshawott, and he wants to like pick it up and Meowth. He knows Meowth.
Well,
he has a lot of the like little kid like ABC and 1, 2, 3 books of Pokemon, and then he's got this giant. He has this giant book that has 1,300 stickers in it. It has one of every Pokemon plus like a bunch of extras, and you can like put them on the pages for him. And so we're trying to like teach him the
he's retired.
Slab optimizing pristine Zards. He's retired for sure. Shut up, Quilly. I hate this meme at you.
Quilly, can we get Quilly on the pod right now, dude? Oh,
dude, you guys are so dumb.
Can we just replace Radar with Quilly, dude?
Hey, look at this though. Let's talk about this. This was a huge sale. A 9 set for 137.5. That's big. Because I think Charizards were going for like 70.
Yeah.
I feel like this is really strong for 9s.
It's great.
Mason, what do you think?
I think
someone paid $137,000 for this.
Mason says, I think collecting is a mental illness and you guys are all ridiculous.
I think now's not the time to be buying any of this.
Yes.
Oh, really? That's an interesting take.
Is it?
Yeah. Why do you think that?
Interesting.
I mean, surely you can get all these 9s cheaper. Not like, why buy them all together? That's just asking for a premium. If you're actually like going for value, but that's not the point. The people that are buying this, they're not going for the value. They just want the whole thing and they want to be done. So yeah, there's
I
a.
don't know what the piece value is of this.
It's yeah, I
technically.
don't either, but it's interesting you have that take because most people consider selling sets together bad because
Yeah,
you're gonna get
it's
less.
yeah.
You think?
Usually it goes for less.
Although
Actually,
I will say, as we will see soon,
not
that
in game,
Skyridge
but
set
maybe.
disproves that. So I think there's like a threshold of like
Jake,
the
you're
set.
you're in chat. Tell us
Yeah,
what's
Jake can
the
tell us. The
set go
set
for?
sells for less, I think, if the set's easier to complete. But I think the harder it
You
gets
just
to sell it, I think the more of a premium you can start to
summoned the link.
expect. Do we want to skip these disco hollows? I think
I
we've seen
hate
these
these.
in
They're
every
so
heritage
mids.
auction
Super
forever.
super duper mids. Keep going.
Yeah. Were any of these notable? I guess Mewtwo at 12.5 is like pretty interesting.
Zard went.
Yeah, Mewtwo,
Wait,
because
what's
it's
the
a 10
difference?
and the others are authentic, it sold for more than
Oh,
Charizard.
it's
That's
just
pretty wild.
authentic. Okay, got it. Anyways, keep
Uh,
going. Fine.
yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Look what came back. The Growlithe
Hey,
Did
Air
you bid
showed
on
back
it?
up
Toronto.
again. I did not buy this.
Why didn't you bid on it?
Come on, that's easy. So
It's
cheap.
a lot, and I didn't want to spend $13,600 on it.
I thought you were okay. Anyways,
I like the card. Again, I said if it stayed under 10K, I would buy it, but I don't value it more than 10K. It's cool. Fukano.
Pristine
Not
10 Typhlosion T17 seems
81. Yeah, but first of all, so everyone's talking about Rusty's sale that just happened. It was like
yeah.
350,000.
It had the red ink dot
It
or
has the red dot
whatever.
though. This one does not.
I get that, but
Now that's where you can start, Mason. That's where you should come in and say collecting is a mental illness. That's
No,
when
that
you
makes
should
sense to me.
Okay.
that makes perfect sense.
Why? Why does
That
it
makes
make sense to you that this card versus one with a red dot would be approximately $250,000 difference?
Well,
270.
PSA
because
10 and
it was Rusty, and Rusty doesn't make bad decisions.
yeah, that's true. You're
That
not
is
wrong.
true. I mean, yeah.
Checkmate.
Got him.
Dude, you know what would be interesting to ask Rusty? What his biggest hobby regrets are.
I don't
Because I
think
mean,
he
this
has
this
any.
dude's
Oh, yeah,
lived and seen it all. He's done it all. He's
Hey,
and like
when you go down to Charlotte with us, you can ask him in person.
yeah, come to Charlotte, silly boy.
where I was about to say where's Charlotte. I know where Charlotte is. When is Charlotte?
August.
Sometime.
I won't be there in August.
Oh yeah. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Dang it.
We have kid 2 on the way, due in
Okay.
August. Probably not gonna. Hey, babe. Look, I
Listen, Britt,
know.
I'm sorry. Listen, Britt, I'll call her. I'll call her after we're done with this. I'll just be like, hey,
Yeah,
Britt,
I've
listen,
got to.
I'm
Can
so
you hold? Can you
sorry.
hold out? Can you hold
Just
on a
like
little longer?
keep it
Keep
together for like
cooking. Yeah.
one more
Yeah.
week, dude. Okay.
Yeah. All
Anyways,
right. Let's talk about it. Let's just skip Legendary Collection Charizard and a 10 at
Wow. We
$81,000.
don't have to do
God
that.
bless. God
Crazy.
bless. This
And
is
nobody cares about a $1.2 million
no,
Skyridge set. Let's talk about
This
the
is what I
card of
care
the
about.
show. No. Okay. This is where Mason's point would be proven of putting a set together. Somebody just wants it done. They don't want to take the time to do it. They just want the whole thing. $1.2 million. So to give you guys clarity, I don't know if the person wants it out there. So I'll just say somebody came in Discord the night before this auction and asked me if I'd go 50-50 on this. And this was back when it was at like 400K and they had like spot valued it at like 650 or something. And I was like, well, let's go through and add up like what the actual value is here, blah, blah, blah. And like, we didn't get anywhere near $1.2 million. Let me tell you.
Squeaks, I'm mad that I didn't get an opportunity to even put like 10% in or anything. Like we didn't even like
Were
hear
you even
about
in the
this.
call at the time? I thought you came
No.
later. Yeah, you came later.
No.
So it's look, let me tell you, 1.2 million for this I think is wild. Like I think that is genuinely really high. But to be clear, this is every card, 3 starter decks, 1 of each booster pack art in a 10, then just 1 of each pack art in like a little holder or something, all the box toppers in 10. So this has it all, like reverses, regulars, H foils, crystals, like it's a master set. So the question becomes, how long would it take you to finish this otherwise, right? A long time. is the answer. I don't know the pops on all the cards. I don't know if there's any that are like stupid low where you probably couldn't even finish it. That might be possible as
Some
well.
of the reverse hollows probably are sneaky weird.
Yeah, probably
honestly.
sneaky low. And so this is somebody though that wants to just have it done. Boxes, Skyridge boxes have eclipsed, I think 200,000. I believe there was one in this auction that went above 200K. It's starting to seem less crazy. I still think this is high for right now, but I don't know that this will be high in like 2 years when we look at it. You're muted, Thrifty.
This won't be high, is what you just said.
I don't
In 2
know that
years.
it will be. I think it's one of those things where like if the market is
Mm.
still roaring in 2
Oh,
years,
if
we
we're
could look at
cooking
this sale
still,
as
yeah,
low.
yeah. I don't think
If
so.
the market has like fallen off though, I think we're gonna look at everything and think it was high, right? Like that's just gonna be the universal truth. Is if the market cools, everything that's sold in the last 18 months is high. But I think that there's a real chance that if the market's still going, this is one of those sales that like because like again out of
This could be a
332
massive
cards.
moneymaker, weirdly, for you.
Yeah, out of
Like,
332 cards, it's inevitable that some of these are low pop, like
how
really low
much?
pop.
You said 332 cards is what you just said?
Mm-hmm. So we could just look up the Skyridge pop report and see if there's any like crazy low.
1.3, not 13 million.
Man,
Thank you.
I guess I'm just full of spicy takes today.
What is it?
Okay.
I just
Yeah, hit us
I don't
with it.
think Skyridge is all that.
Okay.
Okay, Skyridge is easy to grade. Like the E series card sets are easy to grade except for the reverse hollows, right? Like that's historically true.
I don't.
I won't think so, but
I
don't
think
think
I thought it. I feel like I've heard like Gem Mint talk about that. It's $4,000 a card. Fuck,
So
dude,
Articuno reverse hollow 26 in the 10.
oh,
Crobat reverse hollow 13. I'll just keep scrolling through. Fortress 17. So again, like you said, Thrifty, a lot of the reverse hollows.
The
low.
reverses right now, especially, are doing stupid shit. Honestly, like
well,
Yeah,
there's
I'm
only
looking for really
15 of
low
them. I mean, I get
numbers.
it.
yeah,
It's
even like the
tough because they have
trainers.
other languages like mixed in here.
The trainers are where you're gonna like really not.
yeah, because the trainers, Lady in 31. Yeah, the trainers are tough because a lot of people just wouldn't have graded them, right?
Nobody graded
Magneton
them, yeah.
29.
Mm-hmm.
Regular Magneton, not the foil, 34. Yeah, some of the non-hollows are probably sneaky low too, because just like
Yep.
who would have graded them? Omastar reverse hollow, there's 20. Pillow Swine 18. So now we're starting to get to like some of the really crappy ones.
Yeah,
People
like
don't
some of the baggiest Pokemon are gonna have like
But 15 on
15,
Starmie.
yeah, 15 and less.
Skyridge
yeah,
bags, yeah.
Listen,
Yeah, dude. Well, even like some of your better ones, like Umbreon, there's only 48 Umbreon in reverse hollow.
that's crazy. That
And
feels
so
insane.
35 on Vaporeon.
That's such a good card too.
I was trying to find like the lowest one, like Electrode reverse hollow 13. Kabuto, Mason's Guy 12.
What?
Don't
My
how dare
God.
you? Don't
Machoke
put it in-
16. I'm just trying to antagonize you now.
Well, choke
Noctowl
you.
10.
Don't put that in
Noctowl is
Ricky
10.
Valley.
Ammonites 14. So maybe that's why. Persian 8. Like some of these
There's
are
none of them out there.
extremely low. Starmie 12. Yeah, now we're starting to get to like
I would start
Abra
auctioning
10.
them shits. Let's be so real, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say that person may just
With
put
Z and
some stuff.
G's, with Z and G's, like.
But man, that's so
Crazy
risky when you
post.
already paid a premium to split it up. I was trying to see if there was like Dunsparce 6.
Oh no.
Not Dunsparce, dude. Uh-oh.
That's pretty crazy though.
Not the
Girafarig 7. Dude,
Oh
some of
my
these are
God.
great. I didn't realize how low some of these were.
Listen, grade your Skyridge non-hollows.
No. Some of these are all reverse hollows.
Oh, the reverses. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hoot reverse hollow 6.
That's
Eagly Buff reverse hollow 5
5.
in a 10. That's actually crazy talk, dude.
Listen, if you want a master set, the problem is not many people master set anymore because of how ridiculous the
because they're
prices
so
are.
expensive. Yeah,
It's like maybe if you were started in 2008, you'd have master sets, or like 2015 or something, you'd have master sets, but not Not at this
Yeah,
time.
there in 2015 there were quite a few.
How
Master
could
Chief
you? How could you even hold on?
It's probably they pieced it together over time,
That's what
right?
I'm saying though. Like, but how could you hold on once you completed it? Like, the fact that you could hold on till now is like, oh, you are a absolute diamond hands degen.
Ooh, let's pause to take a question here that's really
Sure.
good. Ditto Faction asks, is botting
Maybe
bad if you're using it just to buy enough product to rip yourself?
No. Bought away.
Bought away.
Mason, what do you think?
Botting shouldn't exist anyway. So if you're able to do it, fuck it, let's go.
If you can't beat them, join them, Brett, buddy.
No,
like
I mean,
that's
honestly,
where I'm
if they
at.
can't,
Honestly,
if they can't prevent botting, like it's free game, y'all. Like for real. Like if they can't figure out how to stop it, then you got to do what you got to do.
That's crazy. I was actually going to say no. I don't think it should be okay. Like it just creates an unfair advantage, even against other people that just want product to rip for themselves. And like, I don't know, but clearly I'm wrong. And both
I don't know.
think I'm dusted for that. So
I just like it keeps people. Then you don't have to fight dudes at the Target for Ascended Heroes ETBs and shit. Like I'm good. You know.
All right. Bot away. Okay,
Bot
one
away,
more.
baby.
We had another question. Wicked Whales says, what are the host's biggest hobby regrets? Start with Mason. What's your biggest hobby regret?
It's the same answer as last
Yeah, he
live.
asked
We were
it.
talking about the 151
UPCs,
UPCs.
yeah.
It's like,
oh dang, we did get that question, didn't we? Wow,
Yeah,
Wicked
we
Whales,
did.
way to watch our show.
Yeah, he's not a real
not-
fan. Jackson, you're dead to me. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah, how about you ask a
The
real
same
question,
question.
loser?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Also, anytime I go to sell something, just know that you should hold because it's going to double. So, because every time I sold anything, really,
Said every person in the hobby ever.
it's
like
no, but like within 2 weeks, it doubles.
Oh,
you know what I
okay.
mean? Like it's very quick.
What are you selling today? What did you sell today?
A score bunny on this. Score bunny on the ball.
Yeah. Guys, don't let her fool you. She's got a bunch more of those. She's just trying to convince you that they're going to double, and so you go out and buy her so she can get rid of her bags. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Whoa. That's rude. How dare you?
This one. Okay, let's talk about this.
This is crazy because literally PK literally also just sold one of these on his stream tonight on Fanatics for 6,200, 6,100.
Which is also crazy because this card was 5K last week. And which was crazy because that was higher than Moonbreon. Like Moonbreon was like 4,000-ish, I think, 4,500. And then Sunbreon's higher because it has significantly lower pop. And which, to be fair, it's had less time to go through PSA. There's probably still a billion of these there. But it's okay. So PK got a 6,200 sale. So it's clearly on the rise. This one has a gold NBA sticker. So if anyone doesn't know, there's this company out there called NBA that you apparently can send you can send your already graded card to get a sticker on it. Now remember that Charizard that I just mentioned that I said I would have bought off Sotheby's? That also had an NBA sticker on it. That was kind of like a big deal, whatever. But the point is they essentially rank the card versus other cards they've seen.
So if they've only seen like 10 of them, then like it's irrelevant in my opinion. It really is the most
I don't know how
that
I don't know if they look up a bunch of other places. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly how their service works, but the point is people are starting to pay massive premiums for cards with those little stickers on them. And there's different ones. There's like silver, gold, and there's a black one, black diamond or something, hell yeah. $9,300.
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna pose this question to you two. Is this premium because of this little sticker? Or is this premium because this is showing us, similar to the One Piece blue bottom box, where the trajectory could be going in the future?
Nice.
This is just, it's grading your grading now. So now we're going to grade.
Let's grade the grades.
Can we put this in plastic now so we can keep that sticker on there, make sure it gets preserved?
Double encapsulation now is what I would like, what I would prefer.
Right.
2
The
slabs.
fact that it's just a sticker is kind of
Ghetto.
I don't know.
Ghetto.
For the premium, it's kind of cheap. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you just double the value of this card basically, and you're just gonna put a stupid little sticker on there. You're lazy.
My
Do
co-hosts
better.
believe collecting is a mental illness, and so they don't agree with me on anything. I don't know, man. I mean, I think Moonbreon's undervalued personally because of how expensive Evolving Skies boxes are, how expensive Evolving Skies packs are, and how much notoriety that card has. I think that's a card that nearly every collector wants in their collection. I think Sunbreon's its counterpart. I think from an art standpoint, this card screams to me a lot more. Like I think the art style is more interesting to me. But I also am a sucker for the like rainbow border thing they got going on here. So I've always liked those borders that they've done. I've always thought the cards that have those are going to be really interesting long term. But I don't know, man, $9,300.
That's a lot.
I think
mean,
I think somebody paid a premium for a gold sticker. That being said, I do think we will see this card at $9,300
stars
someday.
on things and like can I start like making my own like TB what is it? What's the stupid acronym?
Thrifty's Bitch Association. Yeah,
Yes,
TBA.
Exactly. Yep. We be bitching.
We be bitching. That's our slogan.
WB.
your card gets graded on the
You get a gold star on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Super
you get a silver star.
And it's got little flame emojis by it. Oh yeah. I
would like that.
Yeah, I do think this card will hit 9,000 someday without a gold sticker. I do not think that day is today or anytime in the near future. I think that's going to take some time to yield. But yeah, that one's crazy to me. That was crazy.
Okay, prismatic packs are too cheap. That's what that tells me.
All right. Okay. No, we got to give a disclosure there. So I did buy a lot of prismatic because I do think prismatic's too cheap, and Thrifty's like subtly trying to pump my bag.
What?
So
I didn't
thanks,
do any
Thrifty.
of that. What? How dare you?
Hey, I do want to tell you guys something. Okay, everyone in chat, this is your value. Value alert, value alert. This is your value alert for the night. These Costco bundles that people are selling right now, and you're looking at them on eBay and you're like, whoa, the breakdown value of these is great because this box is like $58 and this box is like $80 right now, and that together is $138, and you'll see these for like $110 all day and you're like, wow, deal, right? So you open one, sealed, sick, easy flip. But inside of these, not sealed, they sticker sealed them. So you cannot flip these bundles as bundles because they are not shrink sealed like they come from the distributor. They are sticker sealed. I don't know why. I literally do not understand because
that's weird.
It almost makes me wonder.
That's actually really weird.
If they so the line where they would wrap these would be a separate line than the line where these would get packaged up. So it almost makes me wonder if like they had the packs and they had these boxes and they just like, all right, somebody on the line just slap some stickers on this thing because we don't have the capacity to get to the line to shrink wrap stuff. So we just
Mason, can you tell me how easy it is to shrink wrap things?
Faster than shrink wrapping?
Mason, can you tell me?
Well, no, but it's about like if there's already things budgeted to be on that line, right? That they can't take off, that they have to get done. But we got people. We can just hire people to sticker these. But yeah, they're sticker sealed. So you're selling these as loose packs. If you buy these Costco bundles, just be aware. If you're there to rip, great value. These are still going to be legit. They're going to be on search packs. It's going to be great. You're going to be fine. But it's going to be one of those things where like if you're breaking these to break down to flip, you're out. But if you're breaking these just because you want a good deal to rip prismatic, that's probably one of the best deals on the market to get prismatic packs right now.
All right.
Value, dude.
Value. Welcome to the
question is, did they do that intentional?
Ooh. Did they do it? Did you put that as a poll? Is that up there?
No, it's not.
I'm letting this one run a little bit longer.
Oh, okay.
We can do it. We can. Let's talk
about it. Authenticating a card's great with a gold sticker worth of premiums at 50-50 right now.
Surprised.
I would say
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Crazy.
I could put a gold sticker on. Like
I can hardly plastic wrap my leftovers. Don't tell me it's easy. It says Doug Trio.
Also,
I like how he spelled his name Doug Trio, but like Doug, like the human.
I love it, Doug. I love it. As somebody that has shrink wrapped things recently, it's pretty easy, y'all.
It's pretty easy. Is what I'm
Pretty
saying.
easy. Okay, you heard it here first. It is easy. All right, sketch cards. I'm not as interested in these, but I know some people are. Do you guys want to go through these? Maybe the
just
big
look
one,
at them really
Charizard here.
quick.
There was an authentic, no rarity Charizard with an auto 10. Cool sketch.
This is what you do when the card's beat up and you don't want to, and you got a good auto though and a good sketch.
Yeah.
You just like that.
Yeah, here, I'll tell you real
Somebody
quick.
got
Look, thrift. When that's sitting on my mantelpiece, I'm not looking at the back of the card.
No, you
I don't care.
Don't look at the back.
Thrift is right though. Back's pretty rough.
I'm just
Don't
saying
care.
this is what you're supposed to do. This is what people do when the card's
Looks
beat.
cool. Looks cool on the front.
It's probably
It does
awesome.
look cool. 32.5.
It's great. Love that.
Pretty crazy sale. It looks like there's a lot of cards here that were no rarity that had some. This is obviously not a no rarity, but like a bunch of Arita sketches. They had a they had a ton.
There's so much Arita out there. Like the amount of stuff that he's signed in the recent, like even in the last like 4 years, is like.
I did want to show this one because this one was through CGC's signature series, where they authenticate it like on site or whatever when it got done, which is kind of cool. But I just have to know how hard their black and gold label goes with the color aesthetic of Dark Raichu. Like this,
it's pretty good.
The 7.5 grade blows, dude. You should have went out and found a 10 version of this card because let me tell you. This card's
Christine of this would be
overall aesthetic. The way he put the red tongue on the Raichu in the sketch, which goes with the red foil background behind him, dude. The color aesthetic of this card is one of the hardest color aesthetics I've ever seen. I don't know why I have a soft spot for this card. Maybe because it's like one of the first secret rares that was ever in Pokemon.
Sure.
But like, dude.
I thought about doing this or like this for the box topper also when I was getting mine done.
Oh yeah. But yeah, dude, then, so cool with the label. It doesn't always hit because I think this one looks silly, but like neutral color labels are just better.
That Blastoise sketch is weird, dude.
Where? Oh,
I don't like the sketch.
Yeah,
he's got no neck, dude. I'm good.
Dude, you know what he reminds me of? Have you guys ever seen on Netflix the Shane Gillis comedy skit? Oh, okay. There's a point where he describes his cousin. I won't give you any more details than that. You need to go look it up. But the face he does is just like that. Like, dude. Yeah, you need to look it up. Look it up. It's funny. You'll like it.
Let me see this fat Venusaur. I don't like that. That's
bro, that is the biggest Venusaur sketch I've ever seen on a card.
You know what I sold? I sold a fucking shadowless Venusaur with the best sketch I've ever seen in my life, like of all Venusaurs that have ever been sketched, actually. And I sold it for like $1,600, probably like 4 years ago. Oh my god,
bro.
Harada.
Dude, I'm sorry. I will be the one that's willing to say it on record because I've said it privately before. These
Harada is the worst. Harada
should be embarrassed by the sketches that they put on cards.
Don't hate on the guy.
I'm absolutely gonna hate on it. I'm sorry, but
she's very nice.
Is that art? What is that? What
that's gotta be like the second day, like
it doesn't matter. Like somebody is paying you money and standing in line. Go slower, give less out, do whatever. That's embarrassing.
The difference of sketch like quality between every artist and Harada, it's like drastic. And I've seen her do. The thing is, Squeeze, I've seen her do something up front, like up close, and in 30 minutes she made a beautiful masterpiece.
Bro, I'm not saying she's not a good artist. Look at the art she's putting on the actual cards. They're gorgeous.
I'm agreeing with you, buddy.
Sketches, though,
buddy, I'm agreeing. Not. They're horrible sketches because she just phones it in, dude.
They're sketches. They're supposed to be quick and
that's a sketch. That one's also pretty bad.
Yeah, but don't use that example. Yeah,
but like these are all fine. Like I just, I don't even know what that is. Like that looks like if I tried to sketch Ninetales.
Here's a Harada that I've had before. Here's the Haradas I've had. I don't know if you can see.
Like this one's not bad. Oh, that's Arita. Never mind.
Like this is like her if you pay max money, which is actually not great. Let's see.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I remember when that event happened and I saw sketches that were coming out of it. I think that one's fine. Like that one doesn't bother me as much. I just like this Psyduck one doesn't bother me as much, although I think it's odd that.
But then like Ariga did like a really good job. Like, or I have
yeah, I just and I think here's what I would say. Do you know how Pokemon eventually instituted a like a policy where like you could only get certain things sketched, and generally there were like 5 different options or something, and you had to pick one of the options, and then they would sketch one of those things.
Harada will do literally anything you want also.
Correct. I almost wonder if like that is part of the reason why. It's like it would have been more of a service to her. Well, I'm sure for a lot of people it's cool to like, hey, here's my Ninetales card. I want a Ninetales or a Vulpix or something. I'm sure that it would have been easier on him. Is Harada him or
it's
her?
Harada is a lady, yeah.
Lady. Okay, her. I'm sure it would have been easier on her to go through and have like 5 options that you just have like nailed those options and you know exactly what you're doing every single time, than to like have to maybe look up the Pokemon and like figure out how you want to draw them and then sign it, and you're trying to do it fast because you've got a million people in line and everyone's come from out of town and you've only got 3 days to do this event or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get the pressure they're under.
She does 5 cards at like what? Let me see when this was done. 2023, 2.
Yeah, I think so.
This was probably done at the regional event, which she was doing 5 per person. And
and that's the other thing. Start with 1 per person. Make sure everyone gets a high quality one, and then you know what I mean. Like I don't know. I saw a lot that came out of this event. I was disappointed by it.
Some of them were
like
tragic,
this
honestly.
genuinely. I don't.
This is so.
Can I get a Typhlosion?
Dude, well, okay. So here's what I will say looks odd. I'm starting to see the Ninetales now.
It's I see the head.
It's like, but because it's mixed in with the signature, and part of the signature has a big dot on it, it looks like another eye. And then part of the rest of the signature has a little curve, which looks like a nose. So then it makes it look like it has a wide face and isn't the same thing. That's my point, though, right?
Yeah.
Like not taking the time to like separate it out, like that kind of thing. And part of it's like, oh, you don't want to like cover the art, but you did here. So like, in fact, you literally covered the EX Team Rocket return symbol. Can we talk about that with artists? How artists
they sign in the worst spot ever.
Sometimes they like, literally like cover the thing they're signing, like the Charmander here, which looks more like a Squirtle. I'm gonna keep it above.
It does look like a Squirtle.
It looks like a Squirtle. I'm just saying. But that's something that I've always noticed about Arita. And part of it's he signs so much. He's gotten this experience. Maybe early on he didn't do this, but he's always pretty intentional about like signing in good spots. Where it feels like, you know, it doesn't detract from the card. And like, dude, like this.
Oh, look at this.
Framing the Pikachu with the signature.
This is the best Arita I've ever had. Oh.
That one's cool, but that does cover the art a little bit, so I don't love that as much. But like, dude, look at the intentionality behind this. Frames it. That dude, the little Pika there with the little like squiggly bolts, lightning bolts, cool. This is this one was a cool thing.
Yeah.
This gold is dope. Would have been doper in silver, but I get gold because it's Umbreon. I love these. I love that people took these
the old made cards and used them for
or like I know Charlie did years ago, took the I think they were like the V marker cards or something that Pokemon had done and had them done to where you could have really big sketches done. I think that's super intelligent, super smart. So
they use like, they use energies too. They use like the E-series energies, which is kind of cool sometimes. I like that. Like
to give Harada credit, I don't think this Entei is like as bad here.
There's some that are like, egregious and some that are
some that are fine, right? It's just like
that are just like
dude. Yeah, it's just anyways, we don't have to beat it to death. I just So sealed product came up.
Signatures
We've seen a bunch
are dark.
of sealed this year. I think the biggest ones in this auction, we're seeing base boxes still running 40K. Pretty high up.
Sell now basic.
Fossils really starting to run in first ed now, 30,000, 30,000+ on multiple. But then there was these two right here. Neo Destiny first ed. So this is where you get the shinings. 206,000 for a box and 212 on Skyridge.
For what?
We're almost $250,000 on 2 of the bigger sets in the hobby.
That's high. I mean, that feels crazy.
You guys think that's high?
Everything's high. I can't. I'm high. Like I feel like I'm high. This is
we know, much, Thrifty. We know.
It's too much, dude. I can't deal with this shit. Yeah, it's the Spider-Man meme, but it's just me pointing at me.
Correct. Yes.
All right.
That's so
So
funny,
bad.
Dave, that you said
Anyways,
that. I don't know.
sorry. Keep going. Just keep.
Kai said, "How do I know the Pokemon Company didn't weigh the bags?"
Oh my god. Die.
I believe
Just
all
don't.
packs are weighed by the companies, because the machines have little blowers that use scales to tell like if they have the appropriate amount of cards in the pack, and then if they don't, they like blow them off. So most factories have those, anyways. I don't know if Pokemon specifically does, but
Buddy,
I
let's get to your
assume if.
sheets. Let's get to the sheets.
All right,
Get to the sheet.
okay. So this was pretty high. So this is an unlimited sheet of base set, which is
Relatable.
cool, except that it's sun faded and it's Chinese, and it still went for
Holy shit,
$32,500.
dude.
Oh my god!
So
Why?
that one's wild, but it gets more wild. So the KB Toys fossil sheet, which we've all seen a million times, it is one of the most produced sheets, other than maybe modern day Trick or Trade, that seems to have just had like a million sheets flood the market. $27,500. This sheet was like $4K just a few years ago, and now we're seeing it go for $27,500. Where's the limit? Really?
The limit does not exist. Have you seen Mean Girls?
I mean, I get it. I think it gets to be like where it's just like, hey, this is the most common thing. Okay, now it's like nostalgic to me. Now I want it.
I think this could be like, there's a lot of people, because like, think about it. You don't care that this is the most common sheet. Not you, but like people, right? You look at this and say, I can get an uncut sheet of Fossil, one of the most iconic sets in Pokemon, has some of the biggest hitters on it, the birds, Gengar, Dragonite, Ditto, who's super hot right now. This is a banger sheet to own. Like, just in general, it is a banger sheet.
Sure
like,
is.
if the KB Toys promotion never happened, Fossil sheets would be up there in the echelons of base unlimited, jungle sheets, which we never see, rocket sheets, which we never see, like for foils.
Sure.
This would be way up there. But because the KB Toys promo happened, it had been suppressed for a long time, but we're starting to get to the point where even though there is a
It's like modern. It's like, oh, there's a million of them graded, but like
exactly 100%. And like, I think the KB Toys promotion, I think it was like 1,500 was estimated or something like that. Like, that's nothing today.
that doesn't feel like.
And then there's obviously some non-KB Toys ones that are out there as well,
Sure.
which have always been worth more.
How
But
much is the Brilliant Stars uncut?
we'll get to those ones. There's a Trick or Trade down here too, but 27,500. That was a meteoric sale, because when these broke 15K just like a couple auctions ago, that was a big deal. And now we're seeing almost double that. So we'll see if these can keep up that trend. I do know if you're looking for a fossil sheet out there, there's a Facebook group called Uncut Sheet Collectors. And there were a couple guys in there that had mint ones that were willing to undercut this price. So if you're looking for one, you do still have opportunity out there. Join that group. You may be able to snag one. But yeah, this one to me was crazy.
Podcast. Thanks,
yeah. Okay. Energy sheet. This has to be like one of the lowest sheets for value, right? And we're still at $6,000 on a sheet for just the energies, which is cool. Like, this looks cool, but I don't know.
I don't need that.
Uncut Topps Chrome proof sheet does have Charizard on it.
Oh, don't look at this. Mason's gonna croak right now. You want an early death?
All right, let me show. Okay, let's do this one. Rocket sheet. This is cool. It's just the commons, but it does have Charmander on it, right? Okay. It has Squirtle, which is a big one.
13,000.
That's a good one.
13,000 for a non-hollow common sheet.
I'd rather have the fossil sheet, respectfully.
Sure. I thought this was going to go like 3 or 4K. And I was like, man, at 3 or 4K, I've got the foil rocket sheet, like the double-sided one. I was like, man, this would be cool to pair with it. 13K, I'm out. Like, that to me, if this is the trajectory we're headed, my rocket sheet's $100,000. Like, that's not comparable. You chop that sheet up and have a Charizard on the front and a Dark Raichu on the back. Tell me what that card sells for. That's pretty cool.
I don't know.
Pretty cool.
I'm kind of scared for you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. These to me are just getting crazy. A theme deck sheet, 4,750.
It doesn't make sense. I don't like have any frame of reference. Also, is the problem.
Sure,
there
I
for me,
think some
honestly.
of these, like, this doesn't surprise me. I want to be clear. I'm
Sure.
just surprised at how fast it happened. I've always been a believer that sheets are going to be one of the
That's like
closest forms to
the
art
name of
that
the
we can get.
game the last year, bro.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
are you talking about?
I will say these though are crazy to me that we're getting to. So these are modern sheets
2K
starting
for
back at Brilliant Stars. They're of hollows, or
2K for
if you
Ticker
do this
Trade.
sheet, which is commons from Obsidian Flames, commons. I think it's commons or uncommons. It's one of the two. But it's just a basic sheet, it's not even foil. $906. Now, that doesn't seem like that expensive relative to a lot of stuff in the hobby until you go to eBay and realize that things like trick or trade sheets have been being auctioned every week by the dozen for like $200 to $300 a piece. And now we're watching them go for $2,000
God,
in this auction. So this is like one of those like where the people bidding on it just not aware.
they
And I'm
don't
starting
know
to
that this
wonder.
shit exists. Honestly, or
Yeah,
they don't
it's
check
starting to
eBay.
wonder. Kind of like the One Piece box, right? Where I think that was just like two people that maybe just were unaware of like the market situation, because this is $2,000. And this sheet, I mean, go look through sold history of trick or trade sheets from 2023. And I mean, it's $200 to $300. I think DC Sports was the one consigning them. Sorry if I quoted whichever company it was wrong, but like in mass, like just auction after auction after auction after tons of them. And you know, I'm really curious how they got out. But you know, because this is not an old sheet, none of these are. And we're starting to see a lot more sheets leak out of here. And we've seen a bunch of ultra rare sheets leak out from like the
That's
Sword and Shield
interesting.
era.
When will you see the first fake uncut sheet? Is there how easy?
Oh, there already are. There's people that make
easy is it to
fan-made uncut sheets and sell them on eBay all the time for a couple $100 a piece. So, but yeah, some of these sheets, I think these are like pretty high for what they are. With like, I would much rather have a vintage starter deck sheet with Squirtle on it and War Turtle for 4,700 than I would one of these modern.
Oh yeah,
sheets
yeah, dude, what the
like
hell?
I don't even think that's close.
I'm not trick or trading for 2 bands. That's wild.
Yeah,
absolutely not.
Japanese base set box 125. I have no frame of reference for this. It feels low to me when Neo Destiny and Skyridge are 200,000 plus, but
60 packs.
Yeah,
Also,
well, it doesn't.
Base
Each
set
has a
Pikachu
foil.
is $4,000 in a PSA 10 right now. Oops.
Well, and each of these has a foil, right?
Yeah, I guarantee. No,
Or
it's half of them. Half of them.
It's half of them. Yeah, that's right.
30 packs have a hollow.
Yeah. I don't care about John Alvin's concept art.
Keep
We've
going,
already seen that auction before.
I don't know what that even means. Keep moving.
All right, so this is where we got into. Now, this is where section 2 started, and this was primarily the manga section. We don't have to spend as much time on this.
We should probably talk about this when Radar's here also, I feel like, because like that's something he's good at.
Yawn. Yeah, so he can just sit here and pump his Dragon Ball Z stuff. All right, guys, I'm John, and if you have Dragon Ball Z, you're the greatest. And also, it's going to the moon. Kamehameha. Okay, now John's done. So let's move on.
Yeah. Sure.
I feel thrifty.
All right.
Scripts. So these are like the voice actor used scripts. When they film the show, you know, go watch Vanity Fair's thing with Sarah Natochenny, where they do the, like, they show her like in the booth doing the voiceovers and stuff. That's kind of what this is, right? So look, these are cool. And sometimes they've got little annotations from like the voice actors, maybe where they make edits or whatever, or somebody puts
but you can't open the book, so I don't care.
So what's it's great? Yeah, but okay, you can say that about that's so stupid.
Immediately was like, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's so stupid. Anyways, these have started to take off. I mean, for the longest time, this kind of stuff,
Sorry, Jeremy.
like the studio prints and stuff, nobody cared about this stuff outside of like a very small group of niche collectors.
Yeah.
This was the first one where Goku went Super Saiyan, $52,500. Down here, probably the other biggest notable sale, the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards, ungraded, $43,750.
I mean, that's cooler to me than a graded copy of something. I think this is way sicker.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. You mean a graded copy of one of these, or just?
Yeah, I don't want this stuff graded. I want it to be able to flip through
it. Be able to fan through it, look at it.
Let me.
You can always take a graded one out of its thing.
But then you have to regrade it.
I mean, look, no, because you think it's cooler out, right? You don't have to regret it.
Well,
It's
if
just a
like you
protected
bought it,
plastic
if you bought
slab
it
to
for
send
the
it to you.
premium due to grade, like,
And that's the point though, right? Is
like
collectibles historically, when grading gets introduced, elevates them, which could be one of the reasons that the anime cells have not taken off
because
nearly
you
as
can't
much
grade
as
them.
what scripts have in tanks and Zashi, etc., is because grading has not been introduced. Whether it ever will be, who knows?
This got me just now.
Holy shit, it's gonna Moon and Masons, and surely the Dubai Princes are too. Fun fact, they are. They've messaged. They are
I've talked
in.
to them. Fun fact, I've got them in my
I have
DMs right
talked to
now.
them. In fact, one of them got mad at me after I went radio silent for a few days, and then I sent him my updated prices after the Heritage auction ended, and told me, "Oh, we're not in this to break the bank. We're true collectors. We're buying in for real
Real
collection
cute, buddy.
purposes." Yeah, I already bought. I was like, okay, dude. Like, I don't need the whole story. You can just say not interested. Thanks. Like, let's move on. But yes,
gonna have to pass then.
Dubai is in, Jackson. You are correct.
Dubai is on board. It's
But
crazy.
anyways, but a lot of these did well. $multi-thousand on quite a few of these. Pokemon had one in here.
Yeah,
From the episode where they almost get trapped in a whirlpool and like Lugia's shadows like under the pool and saves them or whatever.
That's cool.
And that was a really high grade one, $5,500.
1.6s, that's a lot.
Yeah. And so like these are starting to take off. Early like these are like prints that the studio board uses, like studio boards to give to them. I've never been as into these because they're just prints of things, and I feel like it'd be super easy to fake these. But these still went, quite a
Sure.
few of them, multi-thousand. So like this is the one of Nami in Arlong's village. So if you guys have seen One Piece live action, this is where like you first find out about her backstory, that she's trying to like make money to save her family or like her village or whatever. $5,000 for the storyboard from that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so yeah.
Okay.
That's
Next.
pretty crazy. Yep. Next, pretty crazy. Now we get into like the cells. This is the stuff that I didn't think did nearly as well. So these are all straight from the show.
Did Kai buy any of these? Because this feels like Kai City right here.
Kai City, yeah. Well, this is Radar City, right? We see him behind him every time.
Well, yeah.
So maybe it's better that John's not here. We can give our honest opinion. I thought these were crazy low. This was probably one of the biggest ones here that was up for auction. It went for $16.25. Still a high price sale.
Still a lot.
But for like
still a lot of money.
Yeah, but for like what we're seeing with like the manga and stuff, this to me, I just don't know if it's gonna happen. Like I don't know if it's gonna happen at the rate all the other stuff's gonna happen. Like if you had to pick one to put your money in to watch it go up, I just don't know if this is the answer. And there's a lot that like detract from cells, right? There's a lot of them.
Cleaning, like storage, like of
storage
them.
is tough because vinegar syndrome is really prevalent.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they can store them better than what Disney can, yet Disney spends $100 million and still claims they haven't solved it. So, and like authentication feels like it would be impossible, because if they get authenticated in slabs, your slab would have to be able to protect them from the thing that Disney hasn't been able to figure out how to protect from. And you would never be able to offer some kind of like condition guarantee, like, what PSA offers, like authenticity guaranteed, all that, CGC, all those, because if they deteriorate in the slab, are you on the hook?
Then you have to pay them out for
exactly. And so, which is why we haven't seen it happen, right? We haven't seen grading happen for a reason, because there's a lot of logistical hurdles, and I don't know that we ever will. Authentication is also very difficult because a lot of the sources that could authenticate this stuff don't want to acknowledge that it's not with the companies that it should be with. Like, a lot of the animators and stuff still work at these companies, still work for these studios. And so, yeah, it's really tough. And, and this market's not very big yet. Like, it just relative to like other,
it's like 15 dudes, like right now.
Well, I think it's more than that. I think, to be fair, like,
I'm being hyperbolic.
You have to realize it's not just Dragon Ball Z cells, right? Like, we've seen Miyazaki cells from like My Neighbor Totoro go crazy before. Kiki's Delivery Service, things like that. Akira has been really popular.
I like this poll. Where are we putting our money? Manga cells or uncut sheet? Wait, cells or uncut sheets?
Well, this is a Pokemon stream, so they're gonna say uncut sheets for sure, right? That's gonna be an easy one.
Is it manga / cells, or is it just cells, Mace?
I
I'm
think
tired of
he's
y'all nitpicking the poll. Just pick one. I don't care.
Pick one stupid bitch. Okay.
take the pulver as it is, Thrifty. All right.
It's literally
Okay.
for your entertainment.
Okay.
Here's and Thrifty.
FYE for your
Thrifty, are you
entertainment.
not entertained?
I am entertained as fuck.
Okay. Here's the one I want to know. So to give you guys an update, Genga and Duga are like they're two different things, but one is like the A1s of like a production. The rest are like the fill-in sheets, right? Those are the cells that are not painted. So a lot of shows were done in this way. One Piece is one of them, where they only had painted cells for the first movie. Everything else is like hand drawn on like these sheets, right? This is like a really low grade sheet in terms of like it's low detail, no color, has like the scribbles through to show like, okay, there should be some like red here or something, right? Like color should be here. This went for $30,375. This is
I
like
feel like this is some shit that Kai was buying off of off Mercari for like $600 like 2 years ago.
so I have a giant Luffy. It's a pan. It's big. And he's like it's from Dressrosa where he's like coming down at the screen at you. Full color, full everything. I paid like $800 for it. My brain cells are deteriorating. Oh, is that
I
John?
like that you highlight. No, it's his own. It's his.
Oh,
own.
it's your comment that you had. Good. That's good. Birthday Mason's funny.
He has to. Entertain.
But yeah, I don't know, man. $3,000. I thought this was crazy high for what it is. I get it.
Tag versus Ace makes me like kill
I
myself.
just-
All right, Mason.
This is all dust.
Here you go.
This is the
This is
dustiest
the
of dust.
first appearance of Godzilla.
Dust.
81,000. You think this is dust?
Ashes to ashes. This is dust.
Do you know what that song's actually about?
Godzilla?
No, wasn't it the
Godzilla.
bubonic plague or something?
Probably. Yes, sure.
Or
Like,
like
does not speak for me.
pockets full of posies. Like I'm pretty sure it's bubonic plague. I don't know. Hold on.
Have
What
ChatGPT
is the
tell
ring
us. But
around the rosy?
Just, I tried to get us out, y'all.
I
and
know.
we're
I'm
on
so
the second.
sorry.
Yeah,
Does he still have-
1600 London's plague. Yep, there you go.
Does he have control of the scroller? Is that the problem?
I do.
I don't.
Look at- we're almost done with it. This is the manga section. What you think this is dust? 81,000. It's just set a record. This is like the most expensive manga
It's
ever sold
Dusty as
publicly.
Okay.
fuck. Like,
No one
who
cares.
paid for that?
45,000 on a Dragon Ball 6, and a lot of the community right now feels that this was a steal for the buyer.
Really?
This is the first appearance of Dragon Ball, so there have been private sales higher than this.
Then why didn't they pay it? Is the thing.
You need to. We'll
Like-
need to ask John that. I believe John also has a 6.5 currently that he is in on with somebody else.
I'm just saying,
So-
like, if this was such a steal, then it should have gone higher.
That's a fair argument of
That's-
why didn't it go. If there's that much interest in the market and that many people looking to buy, why didn't it go higher? That's a valid argument. But then when you go through, you see things like this: One Piece 5.5, 42,500. So to be clear, a 1 point grade lower One Piece almost went for as much as a 6.5 Dragon Ball.
Is that first appearance? Or is that first?
They're both the first appearance of these. So like, here's what I would argue.
Mm.
I'm not surprised that One Piece almost beat Dragon Ball. First of all, I'm not. I think I think long term One Piece will beat Dragon Ball in the shonen, and I think there's a
Well,
lot
like
of people
the
out there that are
popularity of
diehard
it, yeah.
shonen fans that are like Shonen Jump fans, manga fans that are like, you don't know anything, you haven't been in this industry that long, blah blah. You're a moron. I think you're wrong, and I think that we will see it test of time that what the fans like the most wins. Now, this is where everyone's gonna come in and say, well, Dragon Ball is a higher grossing franchise, so it must be better. Well, it's also been around for like 10 years longer. And One Piece hasn't penetrated the West until like the last 4 years. And I think in 15 years, One Piece will be the largest grossing anime franchise of all time. And I don't even think it's gonna be close. The Yankees just did their opening day with the MLB, and who are they sponsored by? Wasn't Goku.
It wasn't.
It was your rubber
Goku's
boy
ass.
Luffy. Los Angeles Dodgers.
Listen, by the
Dortmund.
way, I've
Red
just started
Bull.
me and Squeaks talked about it yesterday, but I've just started watching One Piece.
Thrifty started watching One Piece. We were able to
I'm that
convert
bored, folks.
hater Thrifty to
I'm
a
that bored.
straw hat
Really,
pirate.
is the thing. It's
She's not,
it's
she's not
it's
watching
either
Kamehameha Goku.
it's either that or work more. So Sometimes I decide to work, and
What's that
sometimes
Yu-Gi-Oh next to that? What's the Yu-Gi-Oh sitting right there?
Okay, so this is where you get into like the actual tanks, right? The tankobons. This is like where they take the like X amount of chapters and put them into a little volume that you can then buy. So it's kind of like
so
the
this is like a modern book, but not a book. Or
yeah, but
like
they're
a
still not
graphic
modern.
novel.
So like this one probably released in like 99 or something. Like, you know, they usually come out like a few months after the last chapter that's going to be in that volume ends. So like if One Piece did like volume 1050 to 1100 like in one book, it would probably release like 2 months after 1050 was in shonen. So like that's why people consider
Got
these
it.
like the first appearance, because that's the first time you'd have ever seen the chapter, first time you would have ever seen the characters, etc. And then these are kind of like your first appearance of like how most people probably read it. Because
Sure.
most people like wait till they can just get a volume and read a bunch at once instead of reading like
Or just
one
this is
chapter.
something you buy at a comic shop that is
Correct, exactly.
accessible.
Yeah, which like these are too. There's a lot of people that do read week to week, but I think
Sure,
these
but
are
I
like,
think this is like the most like palatable way to get it all
and
in one
especially in
place.
the West, I think more people like because people in the West have never been exposed to anything like this, but there are English versions of these, and so like there
In
are definitely
2030, no one is going to read.
It's only 4 years from now. I hope everybody's aware. But
at all.
buddy.
You know what? AI is going to read everything to us. You're not
Relax.
going to read anything. You won't even need your eyes anymore.
Tim,
It'll just all be
relax.
chipped right into your brain.
I wish I didn't have my eyes now.
But yeah, so this is the first volume
Me
of
too,
Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what you're seeing. 9.2, 8700. Now, I'm going to give another hot take here that's going to make a lot of the manga people upset.
These are
I think these are all grossly overpriced.
These are bullshit.
I think people don't realize like how many volumes, even
These
of
are
first
mass
print of
produced
these are
things,
out
right?
there.
Aren't they? It's like-
There were millions of volumes of these produced. Tons of them were disposed of, but I don't think nearly as many as what were disposed of these. And I think these are made on like literally recycled paper that's like meant to be thrown away. It's not meant to like be stored or kept. These are printed on like actually good
nice
paper material. They have dust jackets, right? Dust jackets get a grade. And you can see that in here. Like there's a Demon Slayer that sold for 20,000 and it's a 9.8. The problem is its dust jacket's a 9.0. Like that to me automatically should disqualify that from like that kind of a sale.
Wait,
but I don't
wait.
think people even
There's
realize
a,
what they're
you can
spending money.
grade the dust jacket. It's like the seal on a video game type of beat.
Kind of like, so you know, a dust jacket on a book is like the
Yeah.
flaps that go over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like they're grading that separately from the rest of the book.
Okay, is that on this? Is that shown on the slab?
They
somewhere?
did put it in the title and it is shown on here, but it's not put on the big grade. It's just put on like if you can you
Okay.
see under the name, like that little line of text right in the center of the box there.
Uh-huh.
That's where it says it, like super tiny.
Okay.
I think
Alright.
I think this is a good example of where people don't necessarily know what's gonna win of these. It's gonna be these for sure. But people don't know. Like that's just my opinion.
Squeezy's like,
are
I
the
bought
first,
these, so these are what's gonna win for
like
sure.
no. Okay, let me ask you this: of comics, what won? Right, the comic or the volumes where the comics were put together, which do exist for some of them. Like
Sure, yeah. Okay.
and like I don't think it's even a question.
Fine.
Like the first time people ever, I mean, technically there were prototypes, but of the first serialization, the first time people saw Chapter 1 Romance Dawn was in this book. It was
Yes.
not in this book.
Right.
For a lot of people, it was their first time, but that was not the first time it actually appeared. And that's what matters in collecting, right? And so that's why I don't think, but also there are so many of these. And this is why I think these are going to lose. You're going to watch the pop reports on these explode.
Like
to where
this
right now,
should be like this should be $1,000 or something
and they were like a year ago, right? Like, or maybe even less time than that. But like my point is, an 8.5 feels really high right now, especially when you're looking at it compared to these, which all have low grades because
Sure.
they're just not as high quality. But I think we're gonna find later an 8.5 is like getting an 8 on a PSA card, like or like an 8.5, right? Where it's just like there's so many higher quality ones. And I think these pops are going to explode through the roof. And I think this is like people wanting to get in early. And again, 8.5 with a 7.0 dust jacket, right? Whereas, like, to me, one of the better ones of here, Chainsaw Man, which is still 12K, but this was a 9.8 with a 9.8 dust jacket. That to me makes more sense. Like, That to me seems like it'd be significantly
Somebody
harder.
seems like they're just catching a dummy right now, low-key. Like, they're just
And
catching
I
dummies
think
from
there's a
down
lot
here
of
in
people
this
that are
place.
selling into this. I think there's a lot of people though that think 10 years from now none of this is going to matter. It's all going to be on the moon because manga and anime characters are the next like Marvel Cinematic Universe, which took over the planet
Yeah,
for
but the pops
15,
or
20 years.
if the pops change, like, dramatically, this is
Then that's going to impact
this
this,
is
right? And
massive,
so like that's the question right now that I feel like everyone's just so desperate to get in that nobody's really asking is like how much of this stuff is there, right? Like what's it going to take for this to normalize in Japan? And then how much of that stuff's going to get pulled out, right? Look at all the stuff that got pulled out of Japan once grading became popular over there. All the trophy cards, all the different shinings and crystals and everything. I mean, tons of that stuff got pulled out in droves.
Mason,
Collections that
can
we
you
had never even
highlight
seen
Kai's comment, please?
No, I will not.
before. Okay, he will not. Anyways, the last big thing, one of the most talked about things from this auction. There's been a lot of questions around
That
authenticity.
is crazy.
That's insane.
$600,000.
Like,
So this is
wake
what a lot of
me
people
up.
this is what a lot of people consider art in the art world, which we know has. I don't mean consider art in like terms of quality. I mean, shut up. You guys are taking my words out of context.
You just
I mean,
choked
like,
him out, dude. You just-
I
Some
mean, like,
people
in
consider
the
this
sense
art.
that we're
Some
never going to
people
have
might say.
probably original art of the cards, right? Because Pokemon probably holds all that. They retain the rights to all of it, yada, yada. This is original art. This is like the peak of the hobby for a lot of people. Of like, you know, like for me, I've always said sheets are going to be the art of the hobby. For a lot of people, it's this kind of stuff, like the sketches by the artists themselves. This is one of the earliest dated Sugamoras we've seen. Now, there's a lot of controversy on whether this is authentic or not, even though PSA authenticated it. Because
I'm not sure if I have Swolpoke blocked or not, but I haven't seen him complaining about this lately. So
maybe it's not. Yeah. So
I'm not
apparently,
sure.
the rumor is that all the Shikishis between this and the video game auction were submitted by the same person. I don't know if that's true or not. I've got no way to authenticate or validate that. But if they were by the same person, congratulations. You crushed it. You did really well for yourself. But 600K, where do we stand on that? 600,000 for Sugimori's Auto, early dated, arguably one of the cooler sketches I've ever seen. Like Pikachu and Misty's cool. Interesting combo because she always carried Togepi around. But I don't know.
It's
Mason, you think
like
it's crazy?
2 colors
I think
for 600 bands.
this is an absolutely insane price for something that
He's alive. Like
at the time
Mori's alive.
At the time that this was done, it was probably such a minor thing for him to have done this. And now it has like $600,000.
So it's my understanding that Shikishis in the Shikishi culture in Japan is a pretty sacred one with artists. That Shikishis that are drawn on are not just given away lightly, willy-nilly. Like they don't just sign and sketch Shikishis at random events and stuff. That they're usually given to like people that have worked with them or people that are highly respected by them or family members or friends, things like that. And so assuming that that would hold true here, this would actually have relatively high historical significance in terms of that this was given from Sugimori to somebody that they were relatively appreciative of, right? We don't have any of that context. We just have that PSA authenticated the signature in the sketch. But that to me is pretty interesting. You know, there's another one down here that went for 125,000. So this is Takahashi. Who, you know, rest in peace, passed
These
away.
cost $200, by the way.
Trying to save.
Nothing.
Yeah, those were from Saito, right?
Yeah.
Kuki? Yeah. But anyways, rest in peace, Takahashi. I believe he passed away trying to save somebody that was drowning, which is quite noble.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sketched Yugi here, early dated Sig again. Big sale, 125,000. Obviously not 600.
These are very cool. But $600,000?
Bro, that's.
But I think part of it's we have to think about, for some people, $600,000 is not a lot of money. Like genuinely, there are just people out there that.
But
you
there's
know,
like cells that I think I'd rather.
That means
have.
that there's 2 people out there that value this at that for it to have gotten to that price.
That's true.
So it's just like I don't look. Maybe if there's like some pedigree or there's a story along with it, some sort of factual authentication
Bro,
to
tell me
them,
a
where it's
story. If I'm buying
yeah,
shit like this, I need to hear a
this
story,
is
dude.
it's cool, but you got to tell me like the context.
Is
Sure.
600K a lot to you?
Yeah, because I mean, it's big, right? And then we saw here Harada. So we had
What
talked,
did that go for?
Right. So like, look at like yes.
1187.
Oh, that's so expensive. She charges like $300 for this.
Oh, well, I thought this was cool. I thought
I don't
this
know
was
how
a really
big this is. Hold on. I don't know how actually big this is, but
I can look it up. Hold on.
like if you
It's
were
a
to
standard
get her to do
Shikishi, I
one,
believe. It's 9.5 by 10.75. So
you could have her knock one of these out for like $600 or something.
in this level of detail,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
I thought this one was cool though.
It's
You
cool.
know,
It's cool.
Credit to her out of here. This is
And
cool.
it makes sense.
Good art.
Like, that price makes sense to me.
Yeah, $1,100 is fine. I think it's fine.
What's the next one? Arita Panda. What the
There's just
hell
a
is
Shikishi
this?
of a panda in winter, original art that he did,
Oh,
437.
that's me. That's me on the port. On
Pretty
the
safe
cover.
to call it
That's
in winter
beyond
when
the
it's a white
porch.
background.
That's me
Just
on my
saying.
But
cover.
yeah, the rest of this is all the day 2 stuff. So a lot of the same stuff we see in virtually every heritage auction or elsewhere. We did see a first at Ivy.
Hey Mason,
So,
it's your
yeah.
birthday. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah,
So
Mason, what do you want to
finish
talk
it
about?
off here.
Wait, Mason, can I wait, we got one more. I gotta show Mason. Hold on. How do I go
What's gonna impress Mason? Like, is there something?
How do I go to
that's gonna impress
previous
him?
auctions?
I don't think so.
Wow me.
I don't think anything impresses him anymore.
Blow me away.
We're all jaded old bastards.
No, I'm not. Like, actually surprised me.
I'm going to. You ready?
The link? No.
There you go.
No.
Miyamoto Shikishi with Link. You know Miyamoto, $87,500.
$1,000.
What was
Now
your
what are
high
your
on
thoughts?
this?
What? What'd you say?
What was your highest bid on this?
I would have paid 25. That was my line. And this blew past it, which then made me not want to buy the others because I wanted them as a set. So there was another that is by Tenten Tezuka. So he's co-creator of Yoshi.
Yeah. It's cute.
Yeah, super cute. Early
I think
dated
you could
sketch.
go to a convention and get him to do that for you now.
I don't think any of these guys sign anymore. I think like this was done in
millionaires. They don't give a shit about it.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, it's also like, how do you even these guys are like art directors for Rare and stuff. Like they don't go to conventions. Like you're not getting Miyamoto at a convention unless it was in 2009 between the hours of like 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. in Nintendo World. And you were one of the first 200 customers in line, then you could get a signature. But fun fact for you.
Ooh.
This one, Imamura, he was co-creator of the not Star Fox, but of the backup characters Slippy, Peppy, and Falco. It's my understanding. 97, so the earliest of all the Shikishis. And but like I probably would have paid this amount on both of them had I gotten the Miyamoto and put them all up together. But without the Miyamoto, I didn't want the other two.
Yeah.
So because I had like an idea of like how I would do the display with all three. And like I just wasn't as interested once that one sold. So yeah, man, 87.5K. Mason, I want your thoughts. Give it to me.
It's a lot. That's a lot of money. But
you gotta like Miyamoto though.
If I had to pick, I'd probably take this one for sure.
What if this was 600,000? Then would you take this over the Misty Pikachu?
Yeah.
Is it because of who Miyamoto is?
Yeah, I think it's a bigger deal. And I don't like Kansugi stuff, so I guess it's also just like
the Sugi
bias.
So that's fair, which is that's not an attack on him. That's just a preference thing. But I'm a huge Miyamoto fan. Everyone knows that. I have always thought Miyamoto anything is incredibly undervalued. Like he is one of the in Pokemon, people have always valued Ken Sugimori. People have always valued Arita. People have always valued Ishihara. I feel like in video games, people have really slept on the icons that have made those collectibles across generations what they are, right? Miyamoto, Iwata, you've got Kojima, who's still active and working to this day, but has done some of the greatest work in the industry in pushing it forward. Like there's just tons of pioneers that I feel like have just been completely slept on inside of the collectibles world, where people just don't really think about it there. And maybe it's because like signatures and autos and stuff like just have never really like been as big in video game collecting as what they are in like TCGs and comics and things like that. But I think this was
There's
like
some spillover now that it's
yeah, I
like
think this was like
creating a
the
little bit
first
of
sign
a
of like putting this on people's radars of like,
sure.
oh shit, we've been sleeping, you know, because like this signature auction was all about this Resident Evil.
That is
right?
crazy. I just saw the price on that. I said, ugh.
Yeah, well,
Yuck.
so because it's a long box game, which are more rare, and it's sealed, it's an extremely high grade 988 plus for a game this old. But the other big thing is Resident Evil's really hot right now. They just had their highest rated game and best selling game of all time come out. In is it Requiem? Is that the name of it? Resident Evil? Yeah. And so right, person that sold this picked the right time to put it in the auction, knowing that Resident Evil is the talk of the town. And there wasn't a lot of really high-end competition. I don't know that anybody expected this to be second, though, and to be in that close of proximity to the highest auction lot.
I guess I don't know. I don't like Shikishis as a concept, I guess.
Okay.
I'd much rather have like, I want to see like the like where they made the grid paper designs of like level maps and stuff like that when they go to like program. That stuff is really cool. If I was gonna have like something video game related that was like original pieces, I think that kind of stuff would be really cool. Like that all is like really like original like concept sketches and stuff like that. That's cooler to me than just like this, historical stuff. It's got to have historical significance, or else I don't really care.
So to clarify, in the manga anime world, where signatures are a big thing, people go to conventions and get like their voice actor signatures and stuff all the time. For you, actually, the cells and stuff would be more interesting in the sketches.
Sure. I mean, yeah, that's a way better way of saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And like, I get it. Like, that's how John feels, right? If John was here right now, he would pipe in and say, "Yeah, man, I get it. That's how I feel." Like for me, like he likes the VA signatures and stuff too, and he's good friends with some of the VAs from Dragon Ball and stuff. But like, he would tell you that he loves owning a piece of what made the show that he fell in love with. That he can go to that episode and pause it and hold his thing up and be like, "Oh my god, that's it." Like that's what's on the screen right now. Yeah. Like for him, that's the big thing. I'm sure that the fact that it can make money also is a big thing for him, but he loves that he has a piece of that show. That's what drives his collecting. And
I think that's what most people actually prefer, low key, weirdly, than like this type of niche. It's tough to display this type of a thing. Like this seems weird. They're small. Shikishis are tiny. Like they're not big. They're like,
I think this is the kind of there's a few interesting things.
There's a couple sizes, obviously, but
Miyamoto is like, if you went and got this yourself, I think this would be epic. Like to get him to do this yourself.
Sure,
that's what I think is cool.
Way better. Like absolutely. If he made something for me, yes, that'd be so cool.
And I think
this is why I'm a proponent for like actually going and getting your own signatures. I don't want to buy a signature from that someone else got. I want to go and get it, and I want to meet the artist. I want to have the like interaction, and I want to like see what they're actually going to do during the like little spiel they give you, like an hour you get with the artist to like talk, and they talk about all their work. That is the most interesting part of that stuff to me. The prices are just like cool. Okay, that's great, but
sure. So
I wouldn't pay them.
So let me give you guys some insight into like how I've felt about this. Like I see where you're coming from, and for a long time I was that way too. I always wanted to meet Miyamoto and get a signature by him. I've idolized him for so long. I think he is what embodies not even like just in video games, but like just happiness in making good products to make people happy. I think like he has always had the right mentality around that, and like that spirit and culture like would make the world better if everyone embodied that and didn't just have money as a driver. But there was a reality that I kind of came to the conclusion I'm probably never going to get that opportunity, right? He's getting older. He's incredibly busy. He's notorious for not doing signings. Like he's done a few in Europe. He's done one in the US.
Same with Sugimori. Sugimori's not signing.
Yeah, like and so like it starts to get to the point that like
You have
if
to
I
have to
don't
either buy it or just
if I don't buy one, I'm just never gonna own it. So would
Right.
I rather
Yeah.
never own it or at least have
Yeah.
a piece of something that he impacted? And I think that's how a lot of people feel, is that like I just probably won't have the opportunity. And so like the ones that I've kept, because I've had quite a few Miyamoto autos, the ones I've kept are the ones that I feel like get you the closest to recreating the feeling of being there. So like, you guys know I have the one with the DS, and
Yes,
I've got the standee from the event where he also signed in kanji, but then it has like the wristbands with it. Like it's the full, like almost like you're at the event and you have every like piece of being there without actually event there. The other one I have left still is the DS that has his signature on it, that has his me from Street Pass on it. So you
That's
can like
cool.
log
Yeah,
in and
that's
see his
cool.
me.
Yeah.
And it also has a picture of him doing signings at the event. Like again, like trying
That's
to
pretty cool.
humanize like that thing a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's a much more of a time capsule that way. And
Yeah,
that it's
yeah.
like
And
a piece
and
of
I think that's like where I'm trying to get at with this, that would have made it more interesting to me. And it's kind of what you said about the Misty, is like, where's the story?
Sure.
Like, where did it come from? Why was he signing that in 1998? Why did Miyamoto sign this in 2000? What event was that? Was it a journalist that got it
It
done at
might
some
be
event?
in the listing too.
Yeah,
Like
we
it
can
could be, but
look.
I don't care. I'm just saying, like in
Sure,
general,
sure,
like I
sure.
don't want to like it feels static on an auction platform this way. Like I don't know.
Yeah, so it doesn't really say anything about how. It just says when, that it was like within a month of Majora's Mask's release, but doesn't really
It's like
say like
they should give you
where
a
it was.
provenance that like that's
And I think
literally
that was a lot of people's issues with all of the Shikishis, is like, where was the provenance of these SIGs done, right? And at the end of the day, PSA authenticated it. Heritage believes it's real. PSA believes it's real. The
yes, they
people that bought it believe
authenticated
it's
it.
real.
All they
That's
do is
what
like give
matters.
you a little piece of paper. Like they don't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
do
that's what matters. But like, I think for a lot of people out there, what would have made these maybe even go harder is if there was a story and that would have been provided, that could be a lot more interesting to a lot of
That's
people. And so
marketing too. Like what are we
yeah,
talking
and
about?
so like that's where I would, and like maybe they don't have them, right? Maybe they bought them off eBay in 2001 and there was no story attached at the time, or they forgot. Like, who knows, right? But my point is, if you're out there and you're buying signatures or you're buying collectibles of this caliber, sketches, things like that, and you can get that intricate story with it, that is super, super important long
Yeah,
term,
I think
especially
it
the
is.
higher these values go. That's the kind of stuff that people that start to spend big numbers and big dollars on care about more than anything, because there's always going to be questions around authenticity, and are people qualified to authenticate? Are they not qualified to authenticate? Whatever. But the more you can root that in a real story that's
Bro,
believable.
I bought a Mickey Tanaka Caterpie off a dude that was not graded in like the last couple of years, and I was just like, bro, you're in order for me to spend 400 on a Caterpie, you're gonna have to tell me a story, my guy. Like
Right. At least
I
try to make
and that
me
was like $400, like not like
Yeah.
80,000. I was just like, no, you don't get my money until I hear where this came from and how you got it and who got it signed, and like let's back this up. You
Sure.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And some
um
it's all varying degrees, right? This is the first Miyamoto that Heritage has ever offered. Like, who knows when the next one they'll offer comes back. This may be one of those situations where the person bought it, they don't care if there's
that's
a
true.
story, because they might not get another chance at a Miyamoto, like in their opinion. And so yeah, we don't have to beat it to death, but just I did want you guys to see this and the other ones. There were some other big video game stuff, but we don't really have to touch on it. Video games, I think, are still relatively down compared to their COVID highs. We are seeing more activity on Pokemon stuff, but again, nothing near those COVID
17.
highs.
What is that? 17.5?
That's not
17.5 on a
surprising.
9A A plus
Yeah.
Emerald.
Yeah.
The Japanese games have been getting a lot stronger,
20
especially in
grand.
higher
Wow.
grades.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Those don't even come sealed. That's a crazy shit. That's crazy.
So the Super Mario World's creeping up again for a first print. We don't see those very often. The Mega Man games did extremely, extremely well.
Wow.
But
That's
they're also
surprising.
quite rare. We had a stadium events. Mason, I'm sure you know how rare stadium events is. Thrifty, maybe you do too.
I do not.
It's one of the rare NES games that's out there.
Is there
The
Echo the Dolphin graded anywhere? That's what I
I'm
was.
sure there is an Echo the Dolphin graded
That's
for
all I
Sega
want.
Genesis. I'm sure
Didn't
there
make the
is.
heritage lot. Sorry.
Oh, that's
Prototype
rude.
Punch Out So this is a
That's cool.
prototype. These
See, I
were
like this
featured in
console.
a magazine that had 5 different black box game, different labels. Mario also has one apparently, but the Punch Out one showed up, 45K.
That's cool.
That was kind of
I like
the,
that.
you know,
That's cool.
rivaled stadium events. Yeah, super cool. So again, interesting auction, but the Shikishi stole the show on both sides. I think that's the answer. I think a lot of people expected the Resident Evil to go higher than what it did. And so for the Miyamoto to get right up there with it, I think it's going to be the thing a lot of people talk about, the same way a lot of people are going to talk about the Misty, which I think a lot of people expected the Misty to be high, but
Well, it was
maybe not
also
that high.
the front cover of the Heritage auction book. So like
It was the back, wasn't it? I
or
thought it was the back.
whatever. It was like one of the
Yeah,
covers.
but it was on the cover of it.
That's massive. Like,
Yeah. And I do think what stole the show was the Skyridge set for the TCG. Like
sure.
1.2 million is just
how do we wrap this up, Mason? What do we
rabbits?
How do we wrap this? I like
Thrifty's like all the way done right now.
Dude, it's 2 hours in and I don't know how to fix
You're
this,
welcome to
dude.
go. We can chat.
No,
I'll stay with you,
no.
chat. Nope, Drifty's gone.
No.
Kicker.
I mean, you can
I'm staying with you, chat. I'm
fine.
hanging in. We're hanging in
Hey.
all night.
Nesto has already jumped. Like Kai is on the verge of
much.
Cooker.
Yeah, that means nothing.
What you want to go and see what questions we got? We got some.
Yeah.
Okay. How is perfect order for you this week? That's my question.
How is perfect order for me?
Are you out of it? Yeah, are you out of it already?
It's fucking abysmal. Like, what are you like? What do you?
It's we were selling it for $5.99 a pack.
Yeah, you did great
on the stream last night, and
that's great.
It did not sell out.
Here, how about this one from Jackson? Let's do this one.
Wait, real quick, Mason. It has not been good for you either. Perfect order.
I mean, it's as well as I could have hoped, I suppose.
So, do you think that set is going to plummet then?
It's gonna be the first MSRP set we've had in 2 years.
I don't know if it'll hit MSRP. I mean, it's bouncing off 200 right now, and if it hasn't hit 200 by now, it's not gonna. I don't think so.
That's kind of crazy. I don't know if it will.
We pulled every single card in like less than 1,000 packs, I think, like multiple times.
What's the top hit? Is it Meowth?
No, Rosa's right now it's Rosa.
Okay.
And then maybe the gold Zygarde. I don't know what that's going for.
Yeah, the golds are just super hard to hit.
We pulled 2 of them last night, or 3 of them. I don't remember.
Which the golds are hard to hit in all of them, right? Like the Charizard was hard to hit in Phantasmal.
Very, very.
But it was surprising to me how few packs it would take for us to come. Like we could have pulled probably 3 sets if it wasn't for like 2.
Meowth has passed Rosa, by the way.
Has it? Okay, well.
Yeah, Meowth is up to 135. Rosa's at 82.
Oh, Rosa was like 150 a couple days
Yeah,
ago.
Mega Zygarde's actually passed it too at 114. So gold Zygarde is at 181 still. But yeah, these prices are looking bleak because after
it's just a price point thing. It's at $5.99. That's basically that's like $1 off MSRP. What are we talking about? Like
Clefairy's at 37. Jacant, I don't know how you pronounce that. It's at 28. Pokepad's at 20, probably because of playability. Then Full Art Meowth's at 18. Rosa's Encouragement Full Art's at 11, and it's all downhill from there. I mean, by the end of the first
like the next
page,
playable, probably, dude.
By the end of the first page is $4 for so like this could be a bleak set.
It's bad. Yeah, we had it at
which we knew smaller set, bad headliners.
We did it shipped for $4.99 the first Friday night, I guess, or Thursday night, and then that was all shipped, and those sold out like 1,000 packs in like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something. That's an MSRP. And then at $1 extra, it didn't sell out for like 1,500 packs in 7 hours. We were ripping or whatever, 8 hours. So Malthus Divine is having a mental breakdown in chat right now. Lower the price of Perfect Order and people. I literally just said that.
Odd Seller doesn't sell Pokemon for $10 a pack. Oh no, set is trash. GG bye. No, I think it's trash because it has Zygarde and Clefable as the headliners, which neither rank in like the top 500 of Pokemon. Not because of the price point of anything. Actually, I think is probably why. But what do I know? I've only speculated on sets for 15 years, so
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's also a very small set that follows the largest set that we've ever had. Pokemon International just did, I think, a poor job mixing the two, where they could have done a lot stronger in making Perfect Order a lot stronger, and it would have been of no consequence because
You could have
rotations
taken
right
like
here. It
half
doesn't
of
matter. Like
the
it's
IRs and put them
it's
into this set, and it would have been infinitely better, I
Well,
think.
it's just like of all the megas that they have options of too, they picked some of the absolute weakest, most uninteresting megas to do. Like they should have learned a long time ago that Pokemon like Zygarde and Buzzwole, etc., are not good enough to be headliners. They should have learned it with Crimson Invasion.
They didn't.
And they didn't. Which maybe, and again, maybe this is what they wanted, right? Maybe they wanted a set that's going to taper down and people aren't
Everyone's
going to
saying
spend as
that
much.
like it's some. They didn't. I mean, I guess they do know because
You don't think they sat in a boardroom and
Yeah.
knew that Zygarde and Clefable is not as strong as Venusaur, Lucario, and Gardevoir?
Okay, you got it, fine.
Yeah, like, do you think Pokemon's really that dumb?
Zygarde rules /full. Listen, I don't think even Lamine Yamal, who said his favorite Pokemon is Zygarde in the commercial, believes that Zygarde's a good Pokemon.
I mean,
Okay.
I think Zygarde's fine. It can't carry. Like you got to have help.
It can't carry.
Sure.
And if you add like Clefable and
But what is a faster way to punish all the people that are just buku ordering Pokemon than having them buku order a set that they're absolutely going to get shit on for?
I don't know. I just like you said, I don't think that's what they are like. All right, y'all. Welcome to the meeting.
Let's fuck.
We got to tank Pokemon. Let's make the worst set of all time.
Let's fuck this.
I absolutely think that has to happen. I think that conversation absolutely happens.
That's crazy. Like that's an insane.
I don't know if
Bro, all the megas they have options to, and they thought, yep, Starmie, Clefable, Zygarde, Skarmory. That's it. Those are the four. Those are the four.
Look, I'm not like
I don't.
I'm proud of it, but like when you're trying to feature the new megas, like
what else? They didn't have to put all of the good ones in one set.
In two sets.
Yeah, Mega Dream has what? Gengar, Dragonite. Like split those two, make this a Dragonite set and give Gengar the headliner, and they both would have been fine, right? Like, but they didn't.
You could.
I mean, they could have gave Gengar, who is a hollow in the set, they could have had an AR.
I mean, dude,
I don't know why
you could have at least done the starters for Alligator, Typhlosion, Meganium in this instead of doing them in Ascendant.
Yeah, but
nobody
will
even notice them because they're so down the tier list. And all three of those would have beat out every single one in this set.
It's also Tepig, and it's not the same starters. It's Chikorita, Tepig, and
yeah, whatever, Emboar, and yeah, it doesn't matter. But the point, you get my point, right? Like there has to be some intentionality. Like I don't think they're just all right. Shake up the bowl, Clefable, Zygarde, Skarmory. Damn, man,
Skarmory
that's
didn't
gonna be
even
a
get
rough
an
set that we
IR.
built, but we pulled them from the hat. We can't change it.
I think Japan does a better job in general making these sets out to have cohesion and where they make sense. And
Sure.
Pokemon International dropped the ball in making our set.
Okay.
I think that is the case.
So I think there's a lot of people that agree with you and would have for a long time that Japan set themes have always been stronger than the English counterparts. So your argument is that Pokemon International dropped the ball on like how they divvied these up?
Yes. All the
But don't
starter
you
deck
think
stuff that they've been dropping and all that other stuff, they've put it in a standard set before. It has to go into a standard set for legal rotation. Why not put it in a weaker, smaller set than dumping them into the largest set you've ever had?
For Ascended Heroes, what you're talking about.
Doesn't make any sense. Like that is a bad boo-boo mistake that they did. Like that's just dumb.
There's so many things they could have done to like stretch out the hits from, or like, I don't know, stretching out the hits so that it encompassed that, or like it allowed to like carry that set a little bit harder, because there's nothing good in perfect order. Like it's really tragic, honestly.
But I think you also have to have bad sets so you know how good the good sets are, right?
No, I don't believe that.
They don't
That is not a logical statement.
Have to do
That makes no sense.
If everything's great, then nothing's great.
If everything is super, nothing.
I don't like. No, that's not how this
I
works.
don't care. I want it all good.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There's things they could have done to juice up Perfect Order a little more. Like
There's
Mega
like precedent
Lucario.
for it, is what I'm saying. Like they've done it. Like Mega Dream and like VMAX Climax could have been similar, where they just like released instead of the starter deck 100 cards going in Ascended Heroes, they could have gone in like 4 different sets. You know what I
I
mean?
think you easily could have taken the Mega Charizard out of Ascended Heroes and put it in Perfect Order, which would have helped the set a ton because there's no other Charizard in that set, right? It feels very out of place.
And it's
like
the 3rd set, so it's technically makes sense. It's like okay if there's a Charizard.
Yeah, it almost like if anything, it almost should have just been in Phantasmal as well because
that's too much, bro. That's come on. It's too much.
Just
2 gold Charizards. Ooh, who cares?
Well, you can't do that because then you have to have the rest of the line in the set as well. So you can't just put it.
Well, no, it already has a gold in there. What are you talking about?
You can't just plop, but it has to have the evolution lines.
That's what I said, but it could have been in Phantasmal, and it wasn't.
Yeah, but
you don't have the evolution. The evolution lines aren't in Ascended Heroes either, are they?
I think there's a Charmander.
I'm looking through the set. There's no other Charizard or Charmander or anything that I'm seeing, at least.
For the secret,
Ascended has the Charmander, the promo one from Ascended, and it's also a common. It's also a common in the set.
Oh, they do have the commons in there. Okay, yeah. So they could have tossed those in too. Like, I don't know. Like, take that line out and put it in. I don't know. To me, it feels odd that like there's a full art, a gold, a regular Dragonite. Like, there's like 4 Dragonites in the set, and then you just have like this one random Charizard that like clearly goes with all the other Charizards.
I agree.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's really silly.
So yeah, I would agree with you that the set breakup feels odd. If their goal was every set needs to be a banger, like if they truly put out Perfect Order thinking this is good, this is good shit, you know, I don't think that's true. I don't know how you could work at that company and not know that.
Yeah, adults.
And if you don't,
this dude is
call because I do. And I said it within 3 minutes of our Perfect Order discussion that set was going to be bad and would be this exact result.
It's
so. I was like, and it has nothing to do with value. Like, you could have released this in 1995 in 2015 when the game was much smaller, and it would have done just as poorly. Because again,
I don't think it has anything to do with like
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the Pokemon are bad. Like not bad. People can like them, but like generally, the amount of people that collect these species are not high. There's no carrying power of these other than Meowth. And Meowth, it just does not have that big enough of a subset of collectors. Like, it just doesn't. Now, you would have put a Misty with that Mega Starmie. Maybe we have a different story, right? Then you have a carrier. But you did that in, what was the set that we got Misty and Psyduck in?
Ascended Destined Rivals. I'm tripping.
Yeah. So again,
Destined or Journey. I don't know which one it was, but
yeah. Anyways, do we have any other good questions? We've kind of ignored the questions a little bit.
What is the con that the PokeTubers were claiming that people close to Pokemon were releasing smaller sets to ease production?
That doesn't make any sense.
That they're releasing.
You still have to produce the same amount of packs, so making the set smaller doesn't make any doesn't make sense, y'all. That's just really silly thing.
Yeah, because you're printing. It's just X amount.
You're printing the same amount of packs.
It's so okay. So there are things that's not always necessarily true. So it could require less forms of sheets, right? Which means less production of setup because you actually have to set up the different sheets and stuff, which does take downtime. So that is true that could ease in some regards because you can just run longer if it's just one sheet that you don't have to change out. Like if you only have 1 common form versus 3, then you don't have to shut your line down and do a new production setup to run that, right? Which would have to be done at each of the steps. I think that amount of time though is probably negligible compared to the billions of cards they are printing.
Sure. They still have to cut the same amount of cards. They still have to.
But like a bunch of a bunch of the content creators were like pumping that was like somebody at Pokemon was saying that to people, or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I know
it's amazing, dude. Who's your source? Quote them. Like who are all these phantom Pokemon company people that say all this stuff that like we never hear about? Like I don't.
Quilly's just bringing it up just to bring it up.
No, I'm not bashing on Quilly. I'm just saying like that just sounds like one of those things where like people talk about it, right? Like people just like want a
It's
headline
also
to talk
like
about.
people want this to be true so that like they have a reason they have a reason to put behind their woes of no product or whatever. It's just like,
yeah, and that could be me, right? Like that could be exactly what I'm doing. Like that I am attributing that these bad Pokemon ended up in the set because Pokemon wanted this set to perform closer to MSRP,
so they don't have to print more,
so that people could get more packs, more accessible, stay on the shelves longer, etc. Right, which helps them. I'm in my head, I'm creating that narrative to justify why this happened. It is very possible that they just had a hat and pulled out those 4 names and built this set. That is entirely possible. I would hope that is not the case.
They're like, you know what? We need time to be caught up for the 30th anniversary because we're gonna get our ass kicked in the 30th. And
well, like I try to always like think about like what would I have done, right? And like they've done this before. Like the Buzzwole set from Crimson Invasion was pretty weak. And
don't talk to me about Crimson Invasion. That literally kicked me out of the hobby. Like I hate that set.
Well, wait, why'd that kick you out of the hobby?
Like I could not do it. I could not open that shit. I had to leave. Like I left. I took myself out of it. I removed myself. That set actually like got me out of the hobby. I self-deported from the hobby.
That's so crazy though, because the next set was great.
What was it?
It was Ultra Prism.
Oh, that one's not fun either. That's not fun.
Ultra Prism was awesome.
It's not fun to open. No. It's not fun to open, dude. They're like 7 hits a box. I'm good, dude. I couldn't do that.
You would have never made it in the black and white days.
No. I hated those. It's like 3 hits per box and like
yeah, well, and you weren't even guaranteed a full art.
Bro, XY base, I like hated opening. Like why are people opening this? I was like, why would
bro, that's what people don't realize how good they have it. And black white was especially tough because you just came out of the Heart Gold Soul Silver era, where on average you would get like Triumphant, for example, you would get a lot of 6 primes a box and generally a legend piece. And so 1 or 2. And so you would normally get like 7 to 8 hits a box, like what was considered hits. Even though legend pieces weren't that expensive at the time. But then you went to black and white, where after Noble Victories and you went into Next Destinies, which was the first big set with full arts, Mewtwo, right? Like, or for like full art EXs, they had full arts and Noble Victories before that, but and black, white, and all that. But anyways, full art EXs.
Crazy to think that prime cards are basically just like the equivalent to like what break cards were.
That's crazy.
That's so crazy.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
how about that?
But anyways, so they released black, white. No, Next Destinies, full art Mewtwo, first big full arts, Regigigas, Kyogre, etc. Or Kyogres and Dark Source. But anyways, you get my point. You rip a box, 2 to 3 hits. You're not even guaranteed a full art. I think full arts were 1 per 2 boxes. So you like those boxes were tough because you want the new cards, you want to play, the stuff's juice, the competitive game is ramping up at this point. Like this when Pokemon's starting to grow. But you just came out of Heart Gold Soul Silver where you were getting like 6 to 7 hits a box, and now you're getting like 2 to 3. That felt bad.
Yeah, it feels like shit, honestly, opening.
And that didn't self-correct until like the plasma sets, I think. And it got like you got like 1 more. And then finally, when XY came, they like juiced it up a little bit. And then finally, like later XY was when it really started to juice. And then Sun and Moon was when they like took it the full stop, and you started to get like 6 hits a box.
7 plus. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that era, black and white to XY was like, and next week on the pod, we should talk about, did you guys see Ken Lee?
Yeah, I did. I hated it. I hated
the box post. We need to talk about that. Mason, did you see it? Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
Somebody, he bought, I believe he bought, right? He didn't sell, he bought.
I think he bought it, yeah.
He bought. Well, we'll double check and verify.
It's like 1,000 count boxes.
$200,000 of Dark Explorers full arts.
Groudon
in white boxes, unsleeved, look fresh, mostly Groudon and Darkrai, look like a few Raikos in there. God. Interesting thing to look at. I've got a lot of theories and thoughts. We'll talk about it next week for sure.
Maybe this is why the boxes are so yikes.
That has nothing to do with it. It's interesting though, because we'll save it. Let's save it. Let's save it till John's back, because I'm sure John will have thoughts on it too, because we've seen stuff like this before. Okay, right. But I do want to talk about it next week. Raikou. I love Raikou too.
He's a big
he
Raikou
had a sweet
fan,
attack that sniped the bench for 100. But anyways, we can wrap it up there. Mason, do you have anything that you want to say for your birthday?
Anything I want to say for my birthday? No. Not really.
You should have seen him so frustrated before we started this chat. I'm so sorry that
There's a secret chart
We
to
got
know
the-
which
yeah.
pillars are lying.
no, we need that.
Post
He's
the
asking,
chart, Quilly.
No, he's asking, is there one? He
Oh,
needs to know.
I thought he said there was. Dude, no, there's not. But can I tell you something funny that kind of is like that? There used to be a Facebook group called PTCG Hell, and it was like just a shit posting group. And there used to be an iceberg post where like you see the tip of the iceberg above the water and then below it. And they used to have these little phrases or people's names or whatever going down the iceberg. And all of them tied to like some scandal or story that had happened in the history of Pokemon. And dude, some of them were wild. But if you just looked at the post and didn't know the context behind them, it was just like the worst thing was if you saw someone's name on the iceberg that you knew, but you didn't know why it was on the iceberg. That was the worst thing because like in the further down the iceberg, the worse it got. I don't know whatever happened to that post. I'm not a fan generally of doing that, but I knew most of the people and most of the stories that were on that post because I was super ingrained in the community at the time. And so like that post was wild, but like somebody used to always post it and they'd update it. And like each year the iceberg would get bigger and more crap on it and like wild. But yeah, you absolutely, if you want like a secret list of anything, that's the closest thing I can think of that exists of that. But a lot, like 90% of people on that iceberg probably aren't even in the hobby today. So like most people today in the hobby wouldn't even know the stories behind those things. So yeah. Should have wrapped up 2 hours ago, but all good. All right, Kai Oak Bacon. Well, how about you go back to making shitty Australian Pokemon card content on your shorts?
How dare you, bro?
That's right. That's right, Kai. Yeah,
What happened?
Wow.
He's making shitpost content. He literally posted up a bunch of Detective Pikachus and was like, if you want to do good in the hobby, just copy Squeaks. And then post it to his Instagram story. That's shitpost content.
I mean, that's what we've been doing for 3 years.
Shut up. You guys are all stupid. That's shitpost content.
That's actual content. That's the content people actually need.
No, that's not. That is the dumbest content. Yeah, buy consoles, guys.
I'm gonna edit. I'm gonna Photoshop an iceberg. And then everybody else is drowning under the water, and then Squeaks is up there on the top, just grinning.
Just laughing.
You guys are so dumb.
With one piece. Yeah.
Hey, look.
Hi.
Cheerio showed up to say happy birthday, Mason.
Damn.
Cheerio, do you want to say happy birthday, Mason?
I love that.
He does. No, she does not.
She changed her mind.
Want to do that.
She
Shout
wants
out a little bit. She's just trying to stay warm over there.
It's rough. It really is.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, she did talk.
Yeah, she said happy birthday, Mason. Look at that.
Oh, well, thank you.
That's really nice, Cheerio.
Big kitty. Look at how big. That's a big cat. It's big.
She's massive.
She's a second smallest one. Dang.
I mean,
she said, "Hey, don't take this away from me." He said, "I'm big." You guys can all head out now. We're just vibe. This is what we usually do. We just hang out in Discord and chill. So you guys are welcome to chill with us.
Yeah, we'll probably go in Discord later. But
bro, Squeeze taking the cheap shots. Kai has to live in the upside down.
That is very true, dude.
Dang, you're right. I'm sorry.
Thank you all for joining us. We'll have an actual show when Radar comes back, but
yeah,
listen,
this is what we got. Sorry.
It was either this or cancel.
Don't apologize. This is great content. This is still better than the 3/4 of YouTube. What are you talking about?
Damn.
Yeah, I said
that's fired at
you.
YouTube.
There's been some killer lives here recently. People have been.
Yeah, we're having fun.
Feels like the golden age again, with people going on lives and going on other people's channels and stuff.
If we were smart, we would have just like had Earn on here and
yeah, if we wanted the channel to end.
No, not that Earn, not that Ernie, different Earn.
Which Ernie?
The Asian Earn, dude. Asian Earn over.
Oh yeah. I would have asked Jackson to be on, but we would have been canceled in like 4 minutes.
Yeah, he would have canceled us easily.
See,
bro.
Squeaks doesn't know any of the new people, so it's just kind of like
that's
like,
also not true.
Yeah,
I know Bulbasaur.
He doesn't care about your content, and he doesn't watch it. So
I know some other people.
You don't.
Is it Danny Ron? Danny Ron? Danny Zard? What's it? She runs a store. I watch her
You're
content.
not close. You're close, but not close.
Yeah, she runs a
No,
store though.
Quilly Bear has. Listen, if you have not seen Quilly's channel, you are missing out on really. Listen, if you think my stupid topics are
Oh,
like
he made 4 videos. Now he stopped again.
Oh, did
Look,
he give up already? Okay,
Yeah.
well,
Old school Pokemon's making content again.
that's true. He did. He like if you could call it that, I guess.
Yeah,
Do
we
wanna
should
do
have Nick
over
on here.
under?
Yeah, he's live. He's making money right now. I'm sorry, he's busy.
Oh, that's
Mason,
true. That's a good
Mason,
point.
do you know what we should do for your birthday? We should do a Slay the Spire stream.
Oh my goodness.
Well, we can play this in Discord after. Okay.
Who cares? John
what
comes
do
back. We had a
we-
9-hour stream, and he just sees the last 6.5 for Slay the Spire.
What should we,
That's crazy. How do we end?
what should we end on? What should we do? What should we?
Collecting is a mental illness.
You know what?
and-
You
No,
know what?
it's
I'll say
not.
this. I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
The last live had 1.4K views on it, and there's only 700 of you subscribed. That means half of y'all that are watching this stuff on the reg are not subscribed.
Or they're watching it twice.
Do you know how detrimental that is to the channel? These us poor, struggling content creators. You know how hard this is out here? It's just sad.
For his
Subscribe to the channel.
birthday, subscribe for
That's
Christ's
all I
sake.
want. Look, you want to give me a gift and you don't have to spend any money. Just hit the subscribe button. That's it.
Mason,
Right down
can we
there.
rip these packs for your birthday?
Are you gonna give me the contents no matter what they are?
No.
It's just I get the
You get
grace
to watch for your birthday.
Yeah, let's rip it. Yeah, let's end it. Like,
all right.
let's show that we actually
We like
enjoy the
cards.
hobby.
Can I tell you
like
something
cards.
crazy? I have not opened Pokemon packs since
Lost Origin or something.
Well, let me tell you.
Sun and Moon base.
Let me
Or not
tell
Sun
you,
and Moon, sorry,
Prismatic
sorry,
is
I
the
always do that.
one to come back.
Scarlet Violet base. I've not opened any packs. These will be my first 6 packs for me since Scarlet
I'm
Violet.
gonna get a
base.
God pack and I'm gonna jump, dude. I swear to God.
Does English? Oh yeah,
has
English
God
does have
pack.
God packs. That's right. That's what makes this so cool. So already starting off not great. Got one of each of these, and then 3 of the exact same pack arts. What are
That
the?
doesn't
what are the odds of
matter.
that?
That's irrelevant.
Yeah, sketch.
It matters to me, Thrifty.
Sketchy.
Let Cheerio open the Bundy. And she is open. She's
You
opening
have to,
that
like
bundle.
piss on your desk or something. Honestly, is what it looks like.
She's more refined than that. Please put some respect on the name.
I don't know. It's just what I like the.
We're ripping packs, y'all. This is how well we're doing in the hobby. That's how you know we're
Do
doing
the
well.
code
We're
colors
opening
matter
packs.
anymore?
No,
No,
I don't think so.
Absolutely not.
Okay, dang.
Go faster. We are
Yep.
professionals here.
Skip.
I
Good research.
haven't
Skip.
seen any of these
Reggie's
Regigigas.
good.
Maybe
Caramel.
Regigigas an uncommon. Don fan.
Flareon. That's a Pokeball Flareon. That's pretty
That's
good.
probably $1.
That's a Dolly. A little Dolly.
Oh,
And a
God.
Hippo. And one
Oh,
more. Sandy
Oof.
Shocks. Great.
50
I thought that
cents.
was my last hit. Okay, Sandy Shocks. That's a Magneton, if I've ever seen one.
It is a
Wow, guys,
Magneton.
we
It's
got
the-
cooked.
You got 2 hits. What are you talking about in one pack?
Yeah,
that's
that's
great.
great.
Resealed confirmed. I
Hey.
know.
This is how you're streaming with streamers is because they're like, no, that was great. You got 2 hits. That was awesome.
I know exactly.
great.
I don't feel like it was great. I feel like I lost.
Doesn't
$12.
matter. It's the spin.
It's okay, bro. You can't hit an Umbreon unless you
Are these
play
still
the
good?
game,
Weren't
dude.
these really good at one time? Valuable.
It's
Are they
quarter,
still?
Belt.
Ooh,
belt?
what's that?
Maximum belt.
No.
Non-playable ace spec.
Ace.
Ooh, playable. And a button.
Ugh.
Oh
Yikes.
no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Quilly says, I'm going to talk to my therapist tomorrow about why I'm still watching this.
Yeah, you
Thank you,
should.
buddy.
Actually, don't waste your good hard-earned money on like
Yeah,
asking
you
your
think
therapist about this.
Instead of paying a therapist, you could just super chat us instead.
That's true. How much
Crazy.
per hour is that? How many hours did we spend here tonight? Quilly, you owe me like 300. Thank
Wow.
you.
Whoa.
Let's go. Atticus
Atticus.
forward.
Did we talk
Let's
about how I've gotten
go.
3 ultras and 3 packs? I'd say I'm on a heater right now.
That's so funny. I robbed PK for 2 slabs while watching this.
That's nice.
Oh my god, dude. God, Come on. You got
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Big hits.
The saddest thing is this pack ripping is our highest amount of viewers we've ever had currently.
Oh no.
That's not true. We
It
got
is. It is true.
60.
I'm looking at the
Today.
back end. It is.
Today.
Oh, today? Probably, yeah.
Today, dude.
Pack
Stealing
ripping's
some
hot,
bulges
dude.
and
Nobody
all
cares about anything we say. They just want to see cards.
I do.
that.
All right.
He pretends like he listens to
Okay.
me, to be real.
This is starting out the same as the other pack.
Do you guys see my cat just staring at the wall?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's weird.
That is weird, dude.
Like, yep.
Another
right.
day.
Little Sato action. Yeah.
Tweaking.
Hold your full hand
Tweaking.
up behind it.
It's fine.
Okay, Pyro.
Pyroar.
Pokeball again.
The
Rip.
Pokeballs are rampant right now, dude.
Yep.
Oh, is that
Agrees,
something
yeah.
like that?
No.
Bro, another Flareon.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
I got no words back, so I guess I gotta settle for cards. Wait,
This last one?
What did Quilly even ask? We did such a bad job with the questions, but I think we should
I know.
go back.
I
and-
tried to go back and I
I'm
was
so sorry.
basically
dude.
shunned and then told Mason, what do you think about random shit?
Sending one
Random
200th of a
shit.
Brilliant Stars uncut sheet for Mason's birthday. Happy
Let's
birthday,
go.
Mason.
Oh.
Hey, thank you, Jackson. You don't have to do that, but thank you.
Thank goodness.
Finally.
This wasn't a total waste of time. I can't. Jojo Jake's still here? Like, that's how you know, like,
Oh, we're fucking booming.
we're in the
Ah.
dust. Oh my god, Vaporeon. Yikes.
Dude, this was bad.
This is why
What did he-
Prismatic sucks, dude.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to opening.
Welcome.
Chat.
back.
How'd I do?
We got
Did,
cool.
do we grade Atticus?
No, it's man. No.
It's a man.
Wow. Hold on. What's he do? You can use this card only if your opponent's active
Don't even-
Pokemon is
oh my gosh, he's reading it.
poisoned.
Chat,
yeah.
we're so deep in the weeds that he's
Quilly-
reading the cards.
Quilly actually asked a question that I feel like.
Yeah,
you-
if Mason was a billionaire, would be my actual holy grail?
Yeah.
Atticus.
Something that I would actually want.
That's what
Would be a
hard.
big deal. I do think the Magic Bag Growlithe is pretty sick. That's pretty chill.
His face right now is so
I'm vibing with this answer.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really care about like to have like old vintage bullshit. I don't really
So
care.
changes.
That's
What
boring.
about video games? Any video game stuff?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's like there's probably like some cool like I don't know, like DSs or 3DSs that I would want to have. Like the super cool ones.
Like what?
I like the what's the orange Metroid one.
Oh yeah.
That one's pretty sick. I don't know. I don't really want like anything.
If
We
you
actually had this
$1 million
conversation,
in your
like-
bank account that just showed up and you could only spend it on something fun, what would you buy?
We talked about this recently, actually. You were like, what would you do if money didn't matter? And I was like, probably the same shit that I'm buying right now.
But you can't make money on it. It's just for you.
Just for me to have, just chilling.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just chilling.
No,
Would it be a collectible or would it just be like a car or something?
I'm not gonna buy a car. I care less about cars than I do cards, and that's
Or a house or whatever. Like
yeah. I mean,
that's what it'd be, a house.
yeah. I kind of like my house.
I kind of like it here.
For $1
That's how
billion,
you do
I don't know if I like it that much, but yeah.
Yeah.
You got a pool at that house? You got like
All right, Thrifty,
you got a
what's yours? You have $1
jacuzzi?
million that shows up. You can buy anything, but you can't make money on it. You can't sell it. You gotta
Okay,
keep
here's
it.
like a hypothetical because I don't think this exists, but I think that would be really cool. And then I would spend some money on it, like some decent amount of money on it. And that
Okay.
is
Okay.
if they had made like a 1-of-1 or like a Lisa Frank console, that would be really cool. I would buy that. if they
A
had
Lisa
that, if that
Frank console.
existed.
There is no Lisa Frank console that I'm aware of. There's
I
some
feel
that
like that
probably,
would
like, are cool like it.
that's cool, and,
Like
that's something I would that's, like, childhood shit for me, so, I had
okay.
every binder and every, like, file
I bet
folder and
there's some cool Lisa Frank stuff out there, like
if I could make
collectibles.
up a collectible that I would
Hold
actually
on.
enjoy, that's
Have
probably
you
it.
ever searched high to low on
And an
Lisa Frank?
aquarium is a great point. Listen, aquariums are spendy to
Where's
keep up,
John's point?
though,
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
like a
Yeah, have you
big
ever
aquarium.
searched Lisa Frank on eBay, Thrift?
And
Like,
Frank.
not
And
Anne
Frank.
Frank. Oh, no.
No,
I
bro,
do bet her collectibles are expensive, but
bro, her diary is popping, apparently.
there are some crazy Lisa Frank denim jackets
Oh, I
that are
know, I'm aware.
expensive.
The vintage shit is expensive.
Yeah, there's some vintage, like,
Trust
purses
me,
and
I know.
backpacks and stuff that are very pricey.
I am aware. It's peak 90s, you know what I mean? If
Yeah,
that was a
Thrift.
thing, I would buy whatever that is.
Thrift. There is a retro cheetah storage box, Lisa Frank, $1,200 or best offer that you could store your slabs in.
I used to have this clipboard that had the dog, the golden retriever on as the head of the clip, the clip that you push down to keep your papers in there was the head of the dog, and then it was I don't even know. My sister uses it now to bead for beads.
Dude, I'm gonna
So,
keep it a buck. I'm having some major nostalgia seeing the
I'm
Lisa
telling
Frank
you,
stuff on eBay,
Lisa
dude.
Frank slaps, dude. Just saying.
Really?
Have you ever seen the Hello Kitty Dreamcast?
No,
It's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like a transparent pink
that's pretty cool.
with
That's
Hello
pretty
Kitty
cool.
on it. It was Japanese only. They have a light blue one too, but the pink one's like dope.
That's pretty
And
cool.
it's kind of like reminds me of like
Thrift for
that
sure
vibe.
buying a riding orca is crazy. I listen, you could that's inhumane and horrible. Don't ride elephants or orcas. Thank you.
You know what I'd actually like? You know the Super Smash Brothers commercial with all the costume dudes? If I could have those
Yeah, I do.
as this set up in my house like a suit of armor, that'd be sick.
I don't
But
know
instead
what
of suit of
that
Oh,
armor,
the
they just have those
costumes from
little
that Smash
costume.
Bros. Commercial. That
Yep.
would be neat. Prop
That'd be
auction.
pretty
All right.
sick.
Well, here's the deal.
That'd
We're
be
gonna
sick.
shut her down because Jackson's begging us to get in voice. But Mason or Thrifty's gonna do us a solid and post the link to Ernie's Discord. So anyone that wants to come hang out in voice,
Ooh,
No,
no,
hang
don't
we're
out.
do
not
that.
doing that.
No,
Let's respectfully, that's my happy
absolutely
place.
not. Do
Okay,
not do
chill
that.
out.
That place they already put a public link up.
Yeah, but I'm not listen.
Dang. Hey, chat, you remember I'm the one that wanted you there. All right. I'm the one that wanted you
If
there.
you know, you know, and if you don't,
you
I'm
know.
so sorry.
Just go look on Ernie's YouTube channel and then you'll
Anyways.
find it. It's
Look,
easy.
I wanted to have a Discord for this podcast and we didn't do it. So there you
It
go.
could
We could still
happen.
do it.
Whose
could
actual
happen.
fault is it?
Wait, we could still do it. I didn't realize you really wanted one that bad.
Saying.
Just
It just
saying.
feels like there's already like a million of those,
We don't
and
need
none
another
of them
Discord.
get
Nobody
used.
needs another Discord, respectfully.
Yeah, nobody uses them.
Well,
I don't want to make people join another Discord.
once again, sorry, chat. I just wanted to hang out with you, but
I wanted you in the one that they would have actually used. Mason just wanted you in a fucking temp body one. Like, don't put that on me. Would you have used it? Would you have done office hours? Okay, sorry.
No.
appreciate y'all watching. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.